Well. Look who's back. Hey everyone. I am back, and you know why? There's 11 games today. Gonna break it all down for you guys. So many games to go over. Let's just find all the value. Let me send out these noties as per usual, and we will get started here in just a second. Appreciate you guys for joining. If you are new here, be sure to sub, like, noties. You know the drill. Everyone says it, and I say it because it helps. So if you do like the live streams or you don't want to miss a future one, I typically go live around 3 o'clock every single day. 3 o'clock Eastern, that is. So if you don't want to miss any future content, future videos, future live streams, hit that noti bell. Join our Discord, join our Twitter. All of that is completely free. The only thing you have to pay for Propfinder related is going to be the site, and you get all this data. So I'll show you guys how it works. And if you're new, you like the data, go try it for free. And if you really like it, subscribe to the site. So yeah, these noties are now out. Let me make sure we're good here. Should be good. And we will post that as well. Okay, as usual, we'll go over the injuries. Let me pull up chat as well here. There we go. Yo, what's up, Matt, Just? Appreciate you guys. 6 for 6 on streaks. Yo, Will, let's go, man. Holy, we got to 7, and then DeAndre Jordan sold us. I'm sure you remember. Also, guys, look, we're back. It's close. MLB right around the corner. I can't wait. I know you guys can't wait, but holy. Yeah, Tizzo. Oh my god. Them Raiders. Bro, Linderbaum raising the center market by 9 mil. How do you feel about that? I feel like, I don't know, man. Like, he's good, but he's not even the best in the league, and you paid him 3-year 81 mil. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm also happy with what the Bears did. Now, I don't know why we're still not getting an edge, but, like, that's what we need. We really need an edge. Also, best odds cheat sheet, now out. I'll show you guys how this works as well. It's, bro, you don't even know the amount of work Jose is putting in on this. Actually, I'm not sure if this is, oh yeah, I guess it is, yeah, I guess it is out and active. This sheet has been absolutely insane recently. Some of these top guys are usually just inactive for that day, unless there really is that increase. But it'll show you implied percent, average, fair hit rate, or fair odds, line, side, over, or under, category, time. Obviously, this refreshes. Let's see. Or no, time of the game, sorry. But you can see also it refreshes every 70 seconds automatically, or you could click refresh and it'll refresh everything here. There's also arbitrage scanners, so I know you guys have wanted this for a while. I will do a video on this soon. I'm not sure if this is, I think this is still in beta, to be honest, but, I mean, yeah, this is ridiculous. Categories, books, I haven't even personally looked at this. He showed me a little teaser, but it wasn't fully done yet, so let me, I assume he is done with this. Let me DM him to make sure, and then I'll make a video on it. Is the best odds cheat sheet done? Okay. Yeah, so I'll make a video once I know this is done. I'm not sure if it's still in beta, but you can see here, like Trae Young, obviously plus 9,900 compared to minus 131. Usually that's, you know, you're not going to find those odds. But see here, like plus 233 compared to minus 116 on Polymarket. Lots of edges here, guys. So please take advantage of this cheat sheet. I know a lot of sites usually have you pay just for this data. But we have this, we have research, we have cheat sheets, we have, like, literally, I don't know why you would use any other site. I'm just going to say it, man. I really, we have the best price. We have more cheat sheets than anyone. Did he add another cheat sheet? Lineups odd discrepancy first. No. I'm probably just tripping. It looks like there's another like thing here, but yeah, I mean, I really don't know why you'd use any other app, to be honest. Only playing props with players playing 30 plus minutes. That's fair, Will. That's fair. Unless you're taking unders, that's completely fair. I mean, I'm fine with this. We still got 70 million. 70 million left. Holy. You did have to overpay for sure. Can't find the best odds section. If you click NBA, is there no best odds for you? I'm not on the test site. This should be live. This should be active right now. It's also in NHL. I'm gonna have to get Polymarket too. I need to see how that works. Okay. Let me know. Do you guys have Polymarket? Like, do you guys trade on Polymarket? Let me know. I'm curious. Very curious. Because I know they're new. They're like Kalshi. They're like all these trading books are being a thing now. Or like, they're not even really technically sports books, but obviously they basically are. And you could trade on like anything possible. So yeah, let me know. I'm curious if you guys actually use those or if you're just like DraftKings, Caesars. Like, let me know your favorite book in chat. I'm just genuinely curious. Okay. Grizzlies, Sixers, Zach Edey obviously out for the season. KCP, Brandon Clark, and Ja Morant out. I don't know how much longer Ja's going to be out. I don't know if he's out for the season or anything. PG out still with that suspension. Johnny Broom, Embiid, Maxey, and Edgecombe is now questionable with a back. So he might play. Philly barely favored. Obviously, when you have Maxey and Embiid out and then VJ questionable, obviously who knows what's going to happen there. Derek Lively and Kyrie Irving out for them, so nothing too bad. Kuminga questionable with a knee. Wizards, you got Whitmore, AD, D'Lo, Kaishan, Jameer Watkins, and Trae Young all out. Terry Rozier, Andrew Wiggins, Norman Powell, Nikola Jovic for the Heat. What happened to Powell? How long is he going to be sidelined? Because I know he's been out for a while. So if you know any updates on him, let me know. Out with a groin, so maybe some muscle thing. Hopefully he comes back soon. They're a good player, fun to watch. Asar Thompson, Karis LeVert both out, and Demon out for the Nets. So nothing crazy there. I assume Pistons are favored by a million. Sorry, I just need to check that noti. Suns, Dylan Brooks, Mark Williams out. Grayson Allen questionable with a knee. KPJ out. Torian Prince questionable, so he might be back. I don't know if he's played recently. I've been, kind of MIA this weekend, just chilling, taking a break, but we're back. Raptors, we got CMB, Trace Jackson Davis out. Portal and Hepburn questionable. Van Fleet, Adams, Jayshawn Tate. These guys for the Rockets have been out for a long, long time. Might be actually interesting to see last 5-game volume trend just on the Rockets to see any of those inactives or just how these inactives have really played into factor. Celtics, Vooch out. He broke his finger, unfortunately. So he, I don't know how long it takes for a broken finger to come back, but we'll see. David Jones, Harrison Barnes, Lindy Waters III, questionable. Barnes and Jones being out. Harrison missing another game. Interesting. Hornets, you got Kobe White. They seem to just have him play every other Friday. Saloon, McNeely, all those 3 guys out. Dame and Sharp out for the Trailblazers. Hallie, Furphy, Siakam, Nembhard doubtful. You can just pretty much say he's out. Zubac, McConnell. They are all out due to tanking. Sabonis, Cardwell, Levine, Hunter, and Murray also out due to tanking. Noah, Essingway, John Collins, Jaden Ivey, pretty much everyone out here due to tanking. Some probables, so these guys will go. Anthony Simons out due to tanking. Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry out. Horford, Porzingis probable. That's interesting. Moses Moody and Will Richard questionable. Nothing for the T-Wolves. They have been the healthiest team this season, I think, for the past few weeks now. They have not had any injuries of concern at all. And then LeBron with a hip questionable. So, so we'll start with Grizzlies Sixers and then kind of work our way down. Let me read chat. When they get rebounds filtering by similar pace, but Propfinder filters by similar. So Jose's the owner of the app. Marco runs the Twitter, and I just run the YouTube. So I don't know what Marco posts on Twitter. Jose told me directly and specifically, and I'll show you why this makes sense. He told me pretty much only use the... Let's see. Pretty much only use the similar defensive rating only for points. He says that's what he recommends, and it makes sense because if you go to pace and you go over to defensive efficiency, this is the metric we use, and this metric only calculates points allowed per 100 possessions. So, I think just going by pace is always better for rebounds and assists. However, I guess you could do defensive efficiency, maybe more points scored equals, but then if you're going off of that, more points scored or allowed per possession would just equal typically more rebounds and assists as well, because they're just shooting more. So in that sense, I would just go based off of pace for assists and rebounds, and then points, just use the defensive efficiency. Because this is literally only going off of points. There's no other metric. This shows points allowed per 100 possessions. So you'll see 119, 118, 117, top 3 worst defenses in the league, just according to point statistics, which is pretty much the most important thing. Whoever gives up the most points on average, you're going to have a hard time winning. So Jazz, Wizards, Kings give up the most points on average, and they have hard times winning, right? Nets, Pels, Pacers, all teams that give up a lot on defense. But something interesting here is you'll see the Nets have a pretty low pace. So if you filter by pace, Nets they're third to last in pace. Unlike the other teams, like who was up there, the Jazz. Let's see, Jazz, Wizards, Kings. So Jazz are second in pace. Wizards are 10th. Kings are 19th. But Nets, really, really low there. So it all kind of filters into the same bucket, but defensive efficiency for points, pace for assists and rebounds is what I would do. I'm going to make a video on that. I'm just waiting on the thumbnail. So, Onyx odds, no vig, only on FanDuel. F7, I tried to change that. I would get as many books as you possibly can. That's what I did this weekend. I've been downloading every single possible app, and then whatever Propfinder says has the best odds. If I go here and I like this, obviously I'm going to be taking FanDuel. You could see also, just if you're here, you could see what gives the best odds, and I would just highly, highly, highly recommend using that. Over the long term, you'll make so much more. It seems like a small thing, but you will make more. So thanks for the welcome back, though. Appreciate you guys. Rug, what's up, man? Quick question in the filter tab. What should be utilized more, similar defense or similar defensive rating? So again, kind of the same thing. Similar defensive rating should always be used for points. Obviously, I just went on a whole rant about that. But, so you're asking similarly defensive rating goes off of the defensive efficiency, which is points allowed per possession. So bad defenses. So stick to that for points. And then anything else, I would use similar defense. You could also do both and just see how they match up. Because similar defense, as you probably know, goes based off per position. When you're filtering here, though, remember this. So if you have a similar defense, he's 5 of 8 here. But remember, this is going off of purely season stats, not last 5, last 10, anything like that. So you can see last 5 on points, they're ranked 15th rather than 5th on the season. So 29 to 26, I mean, it's not a crazy big deal, but something you're going to want to keep in check, keep in the back of your mind at least. So for that, I would say I would still use defensive rating, but also I see a lot of people only using defensive rating, only using pace. Make sure you're filtering out the players, you're filtering out the minutes, so you get the best minutes projection. Because in my opinion, the most important thing is projecting their minutes. If you can project their minutes, you can project their shots, and most of the time, unless they shoot like 1 for 10, 1 for 12, and you haven't projected for that many shots, if they shoot like 10%, you're just unlucky, obviously. But if they get the chances, get the minutes, if they get the minutes, they're going to get the chances. If they get the chances, they're going to get the points. So, all of these filters, in my opinion, narrow down how many minutes a player is getting. Of course, it's important to look at how they have performed recently, but even if, say, they're 2 of 5 with those filters, but in 3 of those games they just were one off and they shot a ton, then that's something you also have to factor in, right? So, just keep that in mind. It's really, really, really important. Portis downgraded, Sims downgraded. Interesting. What's up, Life? Welcome back, welcome back. Josiah. No props yet. What did do? A lot of injuries. Yeah, we'll go over it. Prosper. Underdog NBA unavailable in Ohio. Interesting. Hawk, if you're having trouble, try and follow along through either this live stream, or if you have a specific thing, ask a question about it, and then I know there's a lot of data. There's a lot of data. I feel like everyone who uses Propfinder has a different way of using it, which is why I like it, because like you guys can see an edge that I just don't see because I'm using different filters, but when you tell me what filters to use, then I see it, and then, you know, we're helping each other out. But yeah, so you can use it in a million different ways. If you try to go on the videos, if you're trying to research like rebounds, points, whatever, I have a video specifically on NBA, but you'll see here how I actually research. So yeah. So let's start with this. I do want to remind me to check the volume trends on the Rockets when we get there, because I do want to look at that just to see what we're seeing there. So obviously a lot here. I always start by going on the injury splits. So nothing is more important than injury splits and seeing how these players perform when people are out, right? So let's select all, just go on the Sixers, minimum of 3 games. I don't like looking at questionable or probable. One thing you could do if a guy is questionable or probable is you could just look at questionable, filter him in, see how much of a difference it really makes. Usage for Quentin Grimes seems to go up. He averages 16 points. So maybe that's something you consider. His line is 18.5. So, but yeah, if he plays, then, you know, that data's all just going to be skewed and you're going to be lost. So I like taking definites. So out or doubtful. There is like a 0.5% chance that a guy who is doubtful has ever played. So, yeah, if a guy who's doubtful plays, you're just unlucky, but I really don't see it happening. Minutes are up crazy for Grimes when Broom and Maxey are out, when let's see, when Embiid is out. I usually like also just filtering by the most, or just the most impactful players. So like in this case, Embiid, PG, and Maxey doesn't seem to be a combination here, unfortunately. So Embiid, Johnny Broom, and PG, or it's probably because I have the minimum game filter on, because I think they did play 1 game. Maybe not. So let's see, Bona, Barlow, Grimes, Edgecombe. Minutes are up for Bona. Rebound chances are up for him as well. This is over the course of 16 games, so this data is not very skewed, which is good. You want a minimum. My rule is like 3 games. You can kind of find an average. Sometimes I go based off 1 or 2, but that's pretty extreme circumstances if a lot of guys are injured. In this case, it's not anything absurd, so I don't mind you know, taking these for what it says. Like, his usage may be down, but his minutes, points, rebounds, rebound chances, don't really want to bet his assists. He maybe gets 1 potential a game. And then you can see his shots. He actually typically averages 4. So the guy with the most green across the board is just going to be the guy you want to bet on, or look at first at least. So let's go look at him, look at his analysis. We could look without injured. He had 26 minutes this game. He ended with 8 points, and he shot 4 of 10. So a huge increase there. Got his rebounds. So let's see here. Without Embiid, he averages 11.6 chances. Without Maxey, he had 0. Yeah, okay. So another thing to note is rebound chances are inputted manually, and it's usually the day after the game. So you can see this game was actually yesterday. He had 26 minutes, 7 rebounds, but it shows here he had 0 rebound chances in the one game without Maxey, but 7 rebounds. You know that's inaccurate. So I would at least double this. You could take out, let's see, we want Broom and Embiid out. So he's played 17 games with that being the case. But look at his minutes. His minutes are all over the place. So one thing you could do from there, you could also take out Maxey. So, like, you could assume he gets 26 minutes again, something like that. Could take PG out. If you want to be a little more spectacle, you could... You wouldn't want to add VJ because he's questionable, so it's not like a certainty he's going to play. Kelly Oubre should play, so you could see that gets rid of, like, 5 games. Obviously, Quentin Grimes is going to play. Where'd he go? Quentin Grimes. Cameron Payne should play as well. I didn't honestly know he was on the Sixers this season. But, yeah, I mean, in this game, look at all of his chances against, decent defenses he ended up hitting. This game, his rebounds chances still are in. This was on March 7th. And then you can see on the 9th, he got 7 in both games. I like his chances here. So only times he didn't hit were against really hard defenses. And then you could also... so with all that, one more thing. Sorry, let me go back here. Without injured, we'll take out Maxey just to get some more data. And you could see... without Maxey, he had 26 minutes. And they lost by 14. So even though they lost, he was still getting minutes. He was still playing. He actually started. So I would assume that to be the case as well. Drummond does not get a lot of minutes. Watford had 5 boards. I took him for 6 the other night. This was like probably plus 600. But yeah, another thing you could do here is like see in these games he had like 9, 12 minutes, but these were all with Maxey. Obviously, when you filter him out in that game, he had 26 minutes. So let's just stay on the safe side. We could also look at analysis. I'm just trying to narrow this down a minute. So he averages 17. Without Embiid, over 26 games, he averages 20 minutes. So that's a 3-minute bump. And then without Maxey, he got 26. So let's assume he gets at least 24 as a minimum, which I think is a fair number. And then you take all this out and just filter by a similar pace. I mean, he should get 11 chances, minimum. And I think that's a very fair number. Keep in mind, these games he had Embiid, PG, Maxey, all to worry about. Barlow is in. Yeah, Bono will start. This is the projected starting lineup. Now, if Edgecombe doesn't play, it shouldn't matter too much, to be honest. I kind of like the Grizzlies to get the upset here, honestly. I think they're a better team as of right now, just with these injury concerns. At home, I could see them getting the win. I never bet money lines, you guys know that, but yeah, I think he could easily hit his points, hit his rebounds. Last season you could see 32 minutes in the 2 games where he had a high pace. And 24 minutes, he dropped 16 and 9 and 16. He dropped 16 and 9 in both games. Dropped 10 and 8 here. So even a double chance, I don't mind, but more of a long shot. I'd probably say if it's over plus 400. Yeah, plus 790 for a Bona double. We did snipe him. I don't remember if you guys know that, but we did get this double. Against the Suns, and it was a similar situation. So, if you like long shots, I don't think it's a terrible bet. We said 11 rebound chances. So how often is he over without these guys? 12 of his last 15. I know this is last year's stats. I don't typically like looking at last year's stats, but I feel like they had a pretty similar. Let's see. Who being out would sell this? Oh, yeah, Maxey. So this season needs 2 of 4 with these filters, but look at his chances. He's facing a team that gives up a lot, especially recently. Seemed to give up a lot. So, yeah, I definitely like the bet here. Even his points, 4 of 4. I think a double-double is definitely worth a look. I think, honestly, maybe the rebounds would be the harder one. I think maybe the points are a better bet if he gets those 24 minutes. Let's see, what if he gets, like, 21? 1 of 2. Only took 3 shots. Rebounds. Yeah, I think points are the better look. And then maybe a double-double as well. Okay, hold up. Let me lock into chat here. So, Rad, there's a lot of ways. There's so many ways to research. If you're new, I would start by the Propfinder rating probably, and then just kind of work down. But I like just starting on the cheat sheets and then filtering like that. Man, I don't know if I like his points or his rebounds more. See, like last game he had 8 without Maxey. He had 10 twos attempted. Like, if all these guys are out... Oh, we need him beat out. This is when it gets tricky. Let's see. Without these guys, he averaged 21 minutes, but that was, again, still with Maxey. Let's see why he got such little minutes in these games. So Drummond got 34. Were any of these back-to-backs? Yeah, so back-to-backs could be tough. But again, against a similar pace, I don't think it should be a problem. Let's look. So 24 minutes on a similar pace. What about similar defensive rating? 4 for 6. He didn't shoot the ball. So just got fouled. And Embiid was in this game. So yeah, I think him or Drummond. We could also look at Drummond, but he doesn't even have a line. So Bona's going to start. I say, oh, Angel, appreciate the sub. Appreciate you, bro. I don't think Oubre's rebounds are going to be safer. Definitely wouldn't say that. Let's look at volume trends. Now, I don't think... Hold on. This could be a little hard to look at. Because... Let's see, 29 minutes, but Maxey played here. Didn't really steal any of his rebounds, but is going to steal those shots. So that's the big thing with Maxey, is his shots are going to be dispersed elsewhere, right? Let's look at points now. Like, when Maxey's out, obviously someone else has to score, especially if it's going to be a close game. So let's look at, without Maxey, yeah, it was only 2 games. That's the thing, right? Like, Quentin Grimes is going to see a bit of a boost. Edgecombe dropped 24 in a game without Maxey. What game was that? Or average, sorry. So 22 and 26. Now, he is questionable. Maybe he gets some lighter minutes. I remember someone bet on him in our chat, and then he went to the locker room with a back when he was like 1 rebound away, and it was like halftime. See, bonus shots are just ridiculous. And I don't really want to bet on a guy coming back from an injury when I don't have to. So I think Grimes could be a good look. Without all, he got 36 minutes, 17 points, 5 twos attempted, 8 threes attempted. So 13 shots, right? Yeah, 5, 8, 13. So let's filter without injured. 0 for 1, but he shot 6 of 13. Another thing you could look at when comparing or when researching points is what shot they take and how much this opposing defense gives up. So he shoots a spot up 37% of the time, transition 22% of the time. These are season stats, by the way. And Grizzlies actually have a decent rank to both of those. So maybe if you look at someone else, I don't know, Edgecombe, and his shot type looks better, then you take him. Bona on the cut, 21% of his shots come from that, and they give up a lot of points on that. 70% scoring frequency, 1.4 points per possession. So a lot of points given up just on that. Any good props for a double-double? I think this could be one. I think Bona could definitely be one. And I think I'm going to take him for his PR. What is his PR line? 17? 15 and a half? Yeah, I think that's definitely worth a look. Let's see, without Maxey when he gets those 24 minutes. 3 of 7. But Maxey's out, so he should get more shot attempts. One game without Maxey, he had 10 attempts, right? So it's like... let's see. Let's say he gets like 7. So we had him 11 here and then like 7. Yeah, I mean, he hit here. Still hit his points more easily. But he wasn't going against that good of a... Let's see. Let's change tides here. I think Bona for points is probably the best look, and then double-double. What is... Yeah, his rebounds. I think points look better. Minus 157 for Giannis, 5 assists. Grimes points I don't mind either. Okay, let's look at the Grizzlies. See if we can get anything here with them. KCP could give some more chances to Prosper. Averages 8.5 chances without him. Tends to get a first quarter assist a lot of the time for some reason. Let's say Zach AD, KCP. So he's 8 of 11 on his points of 10.5. Should have a pretty decent, I guess not a great matchup, but remember Embiid is out and these are season stats. Yeah, look at it. I mean, look at his rebound chances. So he should get 8 rebound chances. His line's only 4.5. And then how many shots? Points, he averages 13. Yeah, so his line seems pretty low on points. You can see his minutes. He got 20 here. That's because they got killed. He got 20 against Indy because they won by a ton. So if he gets like those 23 minutes, I mean, it should just be as simple as that. 6 of 8, 4 of his last 5. Averages, how many shots? Only had 4 here against Minnesota, 4 against Miami, but that's, remember, against Bam and Rudy. Hit here, I would guess Sabonis was out. I don't know, we could look. Yeah, Sabonis is out, so I think this is just a good look. He should get 10 shots, realistically. Like, we could say, let's say he gets 7 in those 23 minutes and just see. I mean, he's 8 of his last 10, man. Like, yeah, that's a good look. Minus 106. Rebounds seem good as well. We could look on just selecting all. Yeah, I should get 8.5 rebound chances. What did I say his shots were? Like 7 should be more, though. 8 chances on those 23 minutes. Wait, why is this? Oh, yeah, no, we're good. On those 23 minutes, though. That's what we want. Okay, so points, rebounds. I mean, look at his chances recently as well. 17-17 here. And that was against Klingon. So they trust him to go up against Klingon. This is the game we bet Robert Williams for a double-double. He had 20 and 11. That was huge. This was plus 950. We found it on stream. Definitely a good look there. Let's see, he had 34 minutes here, didn't hit. Played against Sabonis, though. Sabonis grabbed 15. So let's see. I mean, his PR as well. I might even just lean his points, but only 4.5 rebounds for him seems really, really low. Double-double, probably not great. PR is going to be 15.5, so same as Bona. And I think probably same odds of hitting. Maybe we just take his points, but I think he should have a good look here. So yeah, 8. Let's say 8 and 8 in those 23 minutes. See what he gets. Not assists. 8 and 8 on his PR. So yeah, 6 of 7 this year on 4 for 8 shooting. Shot a 3. Actually does tend to shoot a lot of 3s. Shot 7 for 8 from 3 against Portland. Holy cow. That is ridiculous. Dude just made 7 threes for no reason. Called her a day. That's insane. Ooh, no Pritchard tonight? Bet. Will do. Yeah, but I think for this game, those are probably the best looks. Bona double-double, Bona points, Prosper PR. Bona PR as well. Not sure if I like his PR or his points more. Probably will just point pair these guys, to be honest. But I'd be mad if he just got a ton of rebounds. So, I mean, you would have to think, without Embiid and Broom, he's going to get more chances, right? There is an Embiid and Broom. Yeah, so he averages 5.7. His line was what, 4? 4.5? 6.5. I don't know. I can't decide if I like. You guys think his points, his PR, or just his points are better? I don't know. It's close. But we had him at 24 minutes. Yeah, it's close, man. Prob PR? Okay, I bet. We'll go PR. Okay, so yeah, we'll take both of those guys. But the thing is, they're playing each other, so it's like, you want to bet on that? I don't know. We'll see. I like the points for sure for both of them. Double-double for Bona as a little sprinkle. I don't think rotations will be bad. The thing is, like, if you look at the depth chart, it's only going to be Drummond and Bona. Barlow's already in the game. I think I'm going to take his points. I think his points are a better look. I'm going to take his points. I think a double-double's worth a long shot. At least you're betting something there with rebounds. And then Prosper, I think I also like just his points as well, to be honest. If he's playing with Drummond's minutes are so weird. He doesn't have any odds, so we can't, like, research him, but you can just, like, if you research his minutes recently, some games he'll have 31, others he'll have 12. So it's just, like, you never really want to bet on that when you don't know when he could drop 20 rebounds or 5, because just based off minutes. Okay, next game, Dallas, Atlanta. Nothing crazy here. So if you like anything, you'd probably have to go to the volume trends just to see what's happening recently with these guys. Kuminga minutes are actually up. Gafford minutes are back up, getting 23 minutes. Let's see if he gets 23 minutes here. 13 of 22 on his points with starters. Dropped 12 and 21 against Toronto. Shot 10 of 10. Wow, made everything that came his way. Got a double-double. Good for him. He's back. Had a double-double in both of these games. That's interesting. Plus 550. That's tempting. That is tempting. Cooper Flag, 25 minutes. Let's see. Cooper Flag at 29 here. I don't know if he's 100% yet either. flag over rebounds for the streak. I don't know. Now, with Gafford back, though? Where's Gafford? He's probably just down off the season just because his minutes are down compared to what he used to get. See, like 30 a night. Now he's sitting at 23. It is really interesting that he had so many chances, though. Like, against a similar pace. What could we look at here? We need with starters. I'm trying to think of the best way to research this. I think we just go... We can look at pace filters, too. Like, if we look at Cooper Flag, we can filter by pace. So he's 4 of 6 on that. So he dropped 42. Jeez. See, yeah, look, I mean, this is going to be a high-scoring game. Yeah, over-under 240, you could see why. When paces are high for both teams, the over-under is going to be high, just because they have more possessions than, you know, pretty much everyone else other than 2 teams in the entire league. They also give up a lot of points, 111, 112. I guess middle of the pack, little under, but pace being high definitely doesn't help that. So 6.5 rebounds. Without Kyrie and Lively have pretty much been out the whole year, so that's something you definitely have to remember and just think about when you're researching this. I think the most important thing is just starters. So he had 23 minutes and 24. Let's see. 23 minutes, 10 rebounds, 24. Yeah, so I mean, he should get hopefully at least 23 minutes. They got killed by the Raptors too. So I would imagine he's actually back, like, to his full strength. Is Bagley, like, still in the rotation? Like, did he play at all? Yeah, Bagley had 19 minutes, shot 2 of 6. I mean, you know Gafford's a better player. Powell is third in the rotation, getting, like, no minutes. So, who else would have... Yeah, I mean, it just has to be Gaff. I mean, he's going to get those minutes. They are plus 10, but I think he probably gets at least 23 minutes again. Should go over his rebounds. With those starters, again, did have a double-double, so, in both games. Or with the similar pace filter. Had 2 double-doubles. I mean, he's plus 550 to do it. Had 20 points here, 6 rebounds against Klingon, I would assume. Yeah, Klingon at 11. Kamara had 10 and a double-double. So I think that double-double could be a look. Points as well. Like, only had, what did that say? 25 minutes, 7 rebounds. Didn't take a shot against the Jazz. They lost. That's embarrassing. Dude literally didn't shoot. AD was still on the team. This is just such a different team. I'm on PR for Gaff. Yeah, I think I am too, to be honest. And then if you give him... Or yeah, so this is with a similar pace. You could see minimum 15 chances. And then you could also look at... You could, like, theoretically, you could keep pace on, so it's good that it looks good there. Didn't shoot here, but should get 8. Should get at least 8 shots. And then you could also look at similar defensive rating. There's just no data on that. And here, he just wasn't getting minutes. So you can't really judge that. But should get, like, say, minimum 8 shots, 15 rebound chances. I mean, could definitely be worth a look, right? Like... Yeah, so here you got a double-double, here you got a double-double. I don't know why it's plus 550, to be honest with you. How many chances did he have in that game? Says 0, so those just aren't in yet. So he had 16 and 17. So if he gets, like, 16 chances and, 6 shots? I mean, at least 23 minutes, 16 chances, and 6 shots. And he's literally dropping a double-double. Like... Oh my god. Plus 550 for the last 5 in a row with these current filters at a bare minimum. Yeah, we love that. Him and Bona for a little two-leg. Come on now. That's decent right there. Also want to favorite his PR. Really high on PRs. Love betting PRs on centers that have a discrepancy. Okay, let's just look at Mavs. Underdog notification. I thought they were giving me a boost. Boo. So Gafford, you can see his field goals are also up. Minutes are also up, which is why we started looking at him. Points, rebound. He's averaging, in his last 3 games, he's averaging a double-double, and he's plus 550 to get one. So I expect that line to change pretty aggressively here. Who are they playing? The Hawks, where are they? Kuminga, field goal percentage for him is way up. Same for Diddy Daniels, NAW. Wow, they're just all shooting really, really well recently. Their 3-point percent up 31 for a Okongwu recently. That's incredible. Shot 7 of 12, 3 of 7, 1 of 1. 1 of 1 is crazy work. I know Marco filtered this by a similar pace, and you could definitely factor that in. I just don't think it's nearly as important as filtering in the matchup. You could also see his minutes are down here. But, I mean, you can't argue with this, right? 8, 5, 4, 7. Like, you could ladder him up to 4.5, and he's hit in pretty much every game. Plus 1,000 to do so. And no cap, you talking about Gaff? That doesn't surprise me, to be honest. Like, he'd just be more of a rebounder, play more in the paint, kick it out to flag. Jalen Johnson rebounds. Yo, what's up, Lucas? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Defensive shot chart doesn't look great for Gafford. He's coming off of a 10 for 10 day against Klingon. Or was that the... Yeah, I think it was Klingon, right? I mean, a Okongwu here, you can't argue that he likes chucking threes. 8 of 14, 5 of 15, 4 of 8, 7 of 12. So if he shoots a minimum 8 threes, I mean... He's 8 of 8 on his threes. He's hit 8 and 7 in 2 games, and he's plus 21... Like, bro, plus 1060 for a 5 of 8. Now, his minutes are down recently. Not sure why. Probably something to do with starters. Make sure you're always filtering in with starters. It's the most important thing to determine minutes and if they're going to get good minutes. Let's see, 3 points attempted. I mean, he averages 6.7 over the last 3 games. Over the last 10, 4.9. So, yeah, I mean, he's hot now. Kuminga board's better than Jalen. I'm never going to bet on a guy who's questionable. I don't see any value in doing that. No reason. 18 of 23 on the year. You wonder why his line's so low. And I would assume his... What is he questionable with? A knee? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bet on a guy who's questionable with a knee who hasn't played in a week. Probably will get like 15 minutes. He's 78% on the season, but I would be careful on that Italian. These guys' minutes are down recently. I would have just assumed, yeah, they killed him there, killed him there, killed him there. So, yeah, I mean, they're just killing everyone. Holy cow. Oh, my God. They are on what? They're on a 6-game win streak? Like, are the Hawks back? Are they back, boys? Okongwu's averaging 18 points in his last 3 games. His line's 14.5. Filter with starters on that similar pace. I mean, yeah, he had all the starters in, and even 5-4-7. Jeez, man. Hit 3 and 4 here. Shot 4 of 7, 3 of 5. Not a great shot chart. Yeah, bad shot chart. Shooting. Wow, he's like a 40% shooter from 3. That's crazy. This dude's nasty, bro. If so, could add a weight tab to make it so, I don't know what does that mean, Trinity. You could add your sports books, like if you click your profile here, and you could add your sports books. You can't see it because my face cam's in the way. But if you click that, the like profile in the top right hand corner of Propfinder, you could click all the sports books you want. Yeah, I don't know. This one's hard. God, Dallas gives up so much to centers, but that's because Gafford was out for a while, you know. Wow, they give up a lot to PGs. Who's their point guard without Trae Young now? Diddy Daniels. Ooh, CJ. CJ might get a lot of assists. Nope. Not what I meant to do. Current team. 10 of 20 with the current team. We could filter similar pace. So, yeah, I mean, his assist chances should probably get a lot of chances here. It's just crazy to see that there's nothing. It's crazy. Should get, I don't know, 8 potentials here. Only had 5 against Utah. But he was coming off the bench here. Wow, NAW started over him. I assume that's not happening recently, but we need him to start. I would assume, yeah, he's starting at the point guard. NAW shooting guard. Let's see, last 10. We need him starting point guard. 8 assists. Yeah, I mean, when he's starting at the point, he's getting a lot of assists. Only had 3 against Washington. 9 potentials, though. I mean, you know, he wants to shoot. That's a revenge game for him. He dropped 25. So, we'll cut him some slack there. I think he'll get at least 8 chances. When he does, he's probably over this line. 64% only, really. Current team with starters. 8 of 13, 62%. But then you filter in pace. Yeah, I mean, 4, 6, 5, definitely like that. Definitely like his chances there. Also getting a lot of minutes recently. You can see 29, 32, and they're on a 2-day rest. 3-day rest. Because minutes on a 3-day rest, should get at least 30 on 8 potentials. Yeah, gotta like that. Any props from this game that you guys like, let me know. Just keep firing away. This game, I'm probably just going to skip. Holy cow. Will Riley getting a lot of minutes recently? Trinity, I answered your question. I saw and answered your question. So, or to the best of my ability, I don't really know what you were... If so, could add a weight tab to make it set to your favorite sports book. I just don't know what that means. I told you if you go to profile here, you can click settings, and then you could manage your sports books here and click everything you'd like. So actually, I should probably do this now that I can. But I just will after stream so I don't waste time. But yeah, that's how you see the sports books. Also, MLB's coming soon, if you're talking about that question. MLB's coming soon. Yeah, Will Riley's been absolutely nasty. Let's see the injury splits for this game. Maybe we could see some edge. But I never like betting overs in a 15-point spread game. I mean, this is ridiculous. It's actually pathetic that all these guys are out. Like, bro, they're tanking so hard. It's pathetic. Over 6 games, I mean, Will Riley does seem like the guy. Let's see, without injured, I mean, he's averaging 33 minutes. 33 minutes, he's chucking. 6 for 17, 8 of 13. Getting some rebounds, some assists. I mean, I'm not gonna love it, you know. Like, with a 15-point spread, are we really gonna bet on this? I don't know, probably not. 3.7 average without all these guys. Should get these 33 minutes though, or like, I don't know, 27 maybe. How many chances do you have here? 10? Do you get all 10 of them? Yeah, you had 10 chances, got all 10 of them. Went 3 of 7 there. I mean, his RA, honestly, his PRA does look good, but it's going to look good because he shouldn't get these minutes. So, I'm going to skip this game. Probably the Pistons-Nets game, too, to be honest, unless there's something without, like, these two guys in. 22.5 potential assists for Cade. That's actually insane. Without these guys, he's averaging a ridiculous amount of assists. 2 of 2, got 11 and 10. His line is 9.5. Spread over under 216 spread, minus 15 in favor of Detroit. Never seems to go over his assists here though. I would actually probably lean under. Here he only had 23 minutes. I mean, they were killing him, like, the whole way. If anything, I would lean under. Again, here, head-to-head looks good here, but when you're looking at games that aren't going to be close, I mean, this game against the Wizards, I mean, for some reason, they put on a masterclass, but this is with CJ McCollum, with Alex Sarr, with Chris Middleton. I mean, they don't even have 3 other 5 starters that played in this game. And this one just happened against Miami, but they lost. So, 1 rebound. My GOAT, Cade Cunningham. Anyway, yeah, I'd lean under there. I'm skipping these games. These are way too trappy. Phoenix-Milwaukee should actually be good. Remember, we don't want questionable or probable. We just want doubtful or out. Dylan Brooks and Mark Williams. A lot of downswings here. Wow, Igdoro actually getting a lot of rebounds. 6.3. Matching his chances. I would assume the chances just aren't in yet. We could look without injured here. He's getting minimum 26 minutes. Almost got a double-double here, which we bet on. That was unfortunate. Had 12 and then 7, so without both of these guys, he's definitely averaging more than that. See, it has 0 chances here. He probably had... My rule is double it. See, basically got double. 4 and 7 should be 4 and 8. 6 and 12, he did double, so 9, 18. You would imagine he gets, I don't know, 11 bare minimum chances. But against a hard defense, do you really want to bet that? Against a low-paced team, do you really want to bet that? I just know the Bucks are low-paced, especially with Giannis. That's just how they play. They draw up their plays. Doc Rivers is a slow-paced coach. He likes slow and methodical play calling. Without Jalen Green and D-Book, 18, 25, 14. Without Brooks and Mark Williams, Jalen Green... 18, 20 for Book, 5 for Doro, 14 for Grayson Allen. Not seeing much there. Jalen Green is getting a lot of minutes. Could definitely filter that in. Minutes look good. Shot 5 of 20 against the Bulls, 1 of 8 from 3. Seems to be shooting better. 8 of 17, 8 of 19. So 20, 17, 19 should get 17 shots bare minimum. Doesn't have player data just because he was injured for so long. There's not data out for him. 17 on 8 attempted threes. This is with Booker, though, so you have to make sure the starters are in. These games were with the starters. Let's see how many times they shot. Book shot 20. Grayson Allen 6 for 19. 5 to 16 from 3. Could be another Grayson Allen masterclass. Wouldn't really surprise me. 4 of 10 shooting. I assume like all those are threes. 2 of 8 from 3. 4 of 10 from 3. Not sure what his line on threes is, but it should be pretty high. Let's see, threes attempted. Book actually averages the most threes without these guys. The highest increase, with Jalen Green. So he matches him. Should get 18 shots, and I think I actually like his points. God, 5 of 16. Averaging 31. Is on a 2-day rest. So he should get like 29 minutes minimum. Shot 6 of 26, 5 of 20. So if he shoots like 50%, he's hitting. Rebounds. Maybe they do give up a lot to his position. Holy cow. Especially recently. 7.9 over the season. I mean, come on now, man. Should get like 6 chances. At least. If he gets that, I mean, he should go over. I don't love it, though. Seems a little trappy. Take a look at the normal research page for once. We'll go on the Suns game, see what we're thinking. Suns wise, see, yeah, Gillespie, points, assists, RA. Nothing amazing, though. Last 5, we can see Bobby Portis on his points looks really good, but remember, this is with Giannis back and fully healthy. There's a lot of things you always have to consider when you see high PF ratings. So make sure you're not, like, skewing. Make sure you're not skewing data. Oh yeah, there was like nothing for the Bucks. Suns, I mean, yeah, there's some. Oh, is Grayson Allen questionable? I guess Grayson Allen's questionable. Yeah, Grayson Allen questionable with a knee. That could even impact Jalen Green, giving him some more shots. Letting him get more shots up. Don't mind that, actually. Let's see what happens when Jalen Green is out, or when he is out. Dora, okay, hold on. Let's just go like this. We'll do without these 3, or without these 2. 7.5 points. Only got 2 against Hornets, though. Good matchup there. Bad matchup here for him. Yeah, they're going to have to kick out. I think Jalen Green is probably the best read. If he shoots 17 times, I mean, you just have to imagine he hits 20 points, right? 17 times. How many times from 3? 8 minimum. So he's 4 of 5 with this. 4 of 7. Should get like 30 minutes, though. See, it's like more than that. Should get 30 minutes. 1 of 3. Wow. Shot 6 of 26, 2 for 11. This is when he won right before overtime, or in the last second of overtime, because I needed Anthony Black, and he shot 4 of 12, 05 from 3. I needed Anthony Black to get 13 points. Or it was like 15 RA, and he had 14, and he shot 4 of 12, 05 from 3. That was unlucky. 5 of 20, 1 of 8 from 3. I mean, God, if he was a better shooter, I just don't know if I can trust this. I don't know if I can trust this, man. Nothing I really want to go off of, to be honest. Check some Bucks. Check the Bucks. What do you guys have from this game? Without KPJ, but bro, Italian, you're not taking, or I guess KPJ is out. Why is KPJ out? I was thinking of Torian Prince, not KPJ. That's my bad. Dieng getting a huge minutes increase, but are these games without Giannis? Like, yeah, Giannis getting 26 minutes. Giannis got 27. Giannis got none. What? So Giannis is in. Is he 100% or is he still... Is he still being ramped up? On a 3-day rest, I would assume he's fine. It's interesting. Kuzma without KPJ? Yeah, actually. So I didn't know KPJ was out. That's on me. That's my bad. Let me look with this. Are all three of these guys out? Torian Prince? No, we knew that. Okay, without KPJ... potential assists. Yeah, Giannis averages 12, but I don't think his minutes are back yet. See, his potentials are down in these 3 games when his minutes are down. I would just be careful. Without KPJ, it doesn't even look that good. 11 of 17? I don't know, man. With his minutes, like, sure, if he gets good minutes, he's probably going to hit, but I don't trust the minutes. Also on a similar pace, doesn't look amazing as points, but that's with good minutes. So I'm never going to bet on a guy coming off of that injury. Like, minutes look good? I disagree. Ryan Rollins without KPJ, that's probably a good shout. Dieng seems good. Rollins averages 18 points. Miles Turner, too. Season increase. Six first-quarter assists? Yeah, Ryan Rollins, RA. But these games were with Giannis, too? Yeah, Ryan Rollins, RA is, like, insanely good. These were without KPJ, too? Eight and 12. What's his triple-double odds? What? Okay, one thing that's confusing with this. So 35 minutes, 39 minutes. Both of these are on high pace, so make sure you know that. But the chances here, I don't think you can avoid. 69 passes made, had 11 potential assists, got 12 of them. Rebound chances had 10 and still calculating. 10 chances, 8 rebounds is crazy. I mean, let's just say he gets 10 chances. I mean, he had 11 rebounds, obviously, at least 10 chances. So let's just see what he gets on 10 chances without KPJ. And for his assists, we also don't know those, right? Like, he had 11. So let's just say he had 10 and 10 potentials. And then we'll just look from there without KPJ. So his assists, 7 of 10. Rebound, I mean, his RA is probably 100% on this. Yeah, 100% on his RA. Wait, look at these chances, too. That's ridiculous. We do need to filter in the starters. I want to see how much this impacts it. So, yeah, I had 21 PR. 20 RA. 13, 8, 12. Without Giannis. Giannis was in all those. So Dieng. So let's take out Dieng. Filter starters. Take out Dieng. He's 5 of 5 on his RA, even with Giannis. And he's close to double-doubles. I assume he gets his points. Yeah, I mean, his double-double for plus 950, I don't understand why that's so low. I mean, I guess Giannis might have not had... See, Giannis had 32 minutes there. It's 37 here. And Ryan Rollins is averaging good minutes. Yeah, so RA is a really good look, and then double-double for kind of a long shot. Gafford double-double, Bona double-double, Ryan Rollins double-double could be actually an insane parlay. That could be nasty work. What's up, Humvees? Yeah, Tizzo, you gotta use the injury splits, bro. Kuzma under threes. Under threes is a crazy bet. Booker assists, Royce points or threes, and Portis rebounds. Yeah, I mean, I think this is easily the best look as Ryan Rollins. So he's getting 32 minutes and 10 and 10 chances. I mean, or let's just say 30 and then 10 and 10. I mean, he's over 10 of 12 this year on his assists, 75% on his rebounds. And he's been... the double-double is definitely a long shot, but, I mean, he's hit it, what, 4 times? Or no, 3 times, and it's plus 1,000? 3 out of 12? I mean, it should be, what? Plus 400 implied odds, and it's plus 1,000? That's just a value bet. Okay, Toronto, Houston, if you got... Ooh, okay, hold on. Houston. I do want to look at the volume trends for this game. Humvees, we go game by game. So I'll get to Wemby for blocks. Don't you worry. We'll get there. Okay, Houston, I did want to see on the volume trend, like, who's actually getting really good minutes. Oh, yeah, Reed Shepherd looks really, really good. Reed Shepherd, Dorian Finney-Smith, Capella. Interesting. Şengün's actually down. But I just want to see over these last, like, 5-10 games who's getting a lot of minutes. Reed Shepherd's 10 threes. Like, what? Jesus, man. And he always hits the one in the fourth quarter for us. Reed 8 straight over 3. Yeah, that's nasty work. You know why? It's because he's shooting 10 threes a night. You know what happens when he shoots 10 threes a night? Let's see. Oh, yeah, he's 11 of 11. Like, what? He's plus 158 still. I don't know why. We're going to look at his injury splits, just see. But, yeah, that's probably going to be a look for us. Just without all of these guys, you could see his threes. 15 games, he's averaging 8.7, 30 minutes. You could also filter without injured. Threes. Hold on, I do want to see this. So when you're on rebound chances, you click here. I wish it was first quarter. I need to tell Jose that. So let's filter again. Without injured, 12 of 15. And he should get 30 minutes. They just played... When was their most recent game? Is that their most recent game? March 8th. So without injured, March 8th. So 2 days of rest. And he should get... with starters, of course. So, I mean... 5 for 9 in 23 minutes is crazy work. Should be a closer game. Low pace. So it's actually... Let's see here. 10 for only 17 minutes, which is interesting. So let's say 10, 6, 9, 12. So let's say at least 7 shots. And then filter on similar defensive efficiency. So let's say 7 threes. So he's hitting both. And that's 18 minutes against Boston. Shot 3 for 8. Should be a closer game. Should be like this. I know they collapsed at the end here, but we don't really care if they win or lose. Shot 5 of 14. 11 of those came from 3. Did cash for us in this game, so I think, that's pretty good odds there. Could ladder him as well. If he shoots like 11. 6 of 6, hitting a plus 158. I mean, just gotta like those odds. Rebound chances also up. Rebounds aren't up, though. Şengün getting 16. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise, dude. And then Thompson, some green. Reed Shepherd is literally green all the way across the board, apart from his assists. But we like that. We like when his potential assists are down. You know why? Because he's shooting more. Shooting more. 3-point percent is 39%. So 39% on 11 shots, he's easily clearing that. He should make 4. Statistically, should make like 4 point something. 4.3, 4.2, 4 point something. Precious rebounds. Ty Jerome 2 threes. The one thing he didn't hit. The one time he didn't hit a lot of threes was because he played back-to-back. Yeah, I mean, exactly, right? Like, if he's not getting rest, when was that? Is that this one? For 19th, 20th? No. I don't know. 8 of his last 10. I mean, he should hit 4 for us, so I like that. Out of these, I'm going to make a poll for the first streak leg. If you guys are new around here, I do a streak on Underdog Fantasy, and I put all of my favorite picks in a poll. So you guys vote on it. You let me know what you want for the streak. You cash a 2-man parlay, and then you hit 9 more in a row. You 1,000x your money. So I'm gonna put my favorites in there now. We'll do Rollins over 9.5 RA. We'll do... Reed is going to be minus odds, I think, so we probably won't bet that. Checking now. Reed is going to be... Yeah, he is going to be favored. I like it when it's just even odds or close. Yeah, so Ryan Rollins is actually as well. So we'll just do whatever. We'll just say over 3, over 2.5. 3-pointers made for Reed as well. We'll add... Let's see. Gafford, love his PR. 15.5 PR for him. Okay, it just deleted. Gafford over 15.5 PR. And then we'll do CJ McCollum over 3.5 assists. Okay, so please vote on that poll. Let me know what you want for the first streak leg. Oh, let me add the props. Oh, no, I just closed chat. No. No, chat, come back. Okay, so please vote on that poll. Let me know what your favorite is. I will add all the props now while you guys are voting, so you can see everything. So, Prosper over 10.5 points. Bona over 8.5, or his PR, whatever you want. Like, it all looks good. I think. I just like their points more because it should be high paced. Gafford over 15.5 PR and double. Again, all these double-doubles are kind of long shots, but I do like them. McCollum over 3.5 assists. Rollins over 9.5 RA. And double. Reed over 2.5 threes. I think you can ladder Reed up to like 4 or 5 as well. I'm just gonna leave it as 2.5 though. But if you're watching, I do like up until 4. As you can see, I have it favored, so favorited. Okay, who's winning the poll? Reed's actually winning the poll. Interesting. 13 votes. Please vote in that poll. Let's try and hit like 50 votes. While you're doing that, drop a like on the stream. Greatly helps me out. But yeah, I would play all of those props. So if you type I'll type exclamation mark props. I would play all of those to win 2 units. So to net 2 units. Just in case the odds are different. If, say, something's minus 105, put a little more than a unit. If it's plus 105, put a little less than a unit, and you'll net 2 2 units from that. So when I say to win, I mean basically to profit 1 unit, to net 2 units. Same thing. Onyeka 3s, yeah, that is something we were kind of looking at earlier. Definitely something we were looking at earlier. Jordan Finney-Smith rebounds. I mean, I don't know. I don't love any of these. It would just be injury splits for the Rockets here. Rockets. Yeah, I mean, they have so many games played without all these guys, too, so... Yeah, I think Reed's just the best bet. I mean, it really is. Like, 22% usage, averaging 30 minutes on, like, 13 field goals. He's 7 of 9 on his points, 100% on his threes. You just have to love the threes. Okay, let's move on to the next game. If you guys, or next team, sorry, let's look at the Raptors. If you guys have anything from the Raptors, please let me know. Also, if you have questions, keep firing away. Keep firing away your favorite questions, props, whatever you guys want. I'm here for exactly that reason. So, let's see, rebound chances aren't crazy for anyone. Yeah, I mean, you could run a Gafford and Rollins 2-man double-double if you want to add Bona to it. I think Bona's probably my least favorite, just because Drummond's minutes are so weird. But if he gets what he got last game, which was, how many minutes? 26. He had 8 and 7 there. If you give him those 26 minutes, and then, I mean, he has a double-double, but then you have to keep in mind Johnny Broom's out, Joel Embiid's out, Tyrese Maxey's out, and by the time you get to that, it's just this last game. But he had 11 and 8, 9 and 5, 12 and 5, 4 and 7, 8 and 7, and for plus 670, I mean, I'd say that's worth it. So, yeah, that's true, Humvees, for sure. For sure. Yeah, not really much to go off of here. It would just be going off of volume trends for the Raptors, which we could certainly do. Podol questionable, though. Ooh, if he's out and CMB is out, this Sandro guy, oh my god. Wait, Sandro's going to get minutes, boys. Now, I know he's not much of a rebounder, but if Podol gets ruled out, keep your eye on the lookout for Sandro boards. I'm checking injuries. Seth Curry out. Quentin Post questionable. Gary Payton probable. DeAndre Melton questionable. Moses Moody out. Draymond Green injury management. Would you use a player from a team and another player from another team rebounds on separate parlays that took... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Tizzo, that's exactly my philosophy. So when I'm, like, looking at the end here, I'm never going to take Prosper PR and Bona PR on the same slip. That's also another reason why I'm taking each of them for points and Bona for a double-double. Because he's a more aggressive rebounder than Prosper. You could just tell by his line. I think his line was 6.5. Prosper's, so yeah, Bona's line is 6.5. I think Prosper's was 4.5. So you could see they think Bona's gonna get more rebounds, higher chance for a double-double. Prosper is shooting a ton though, just shooting the heck out of the ball, and then Bona as well. So also a fast-paced game, over under 227. Both teams have decently high paces. Grizzlies at 6, Sixers at 14. Or whatever that said. So yeah, I mean, 14 and 12 in the last 5. Should be a high-paced game. So yeah, I think that's the reason for sure. I mean, there's not really like a strategy, but there's some common sense like that. Like, if you're betting Bona to get all the rebounds, then Prosper's not going to get any. You know what I mean? Which I think is certainly possible, which is also why I'm picking points over PR, even though I do like PR probably a little more just from the data perspective, but hopefully that makes sense. That's kind of a lot, but I think it makes sense. Gary Payton potent stuff. Yo, don't do that. Don't burn your bankroll, bro. Grizz on a back-to-back. Ooh, KD over 17.5. What, points, I assume? I would hope points. KD over 17.5 assists as a discount would be nasty work. Sandro threes. He just doesn't have odds yet. He doesn't have odds, so we can't research him. Or the lines are changing or something. We'll see here in a sec. Let's look at... So, one thing with the Celtics, data is going to be weird for a while because Tatum is back. Now, Vooch is out. Tatum back. So, rebounds... Oh, wow. Yeah, his line moved quick. 27 minutes, 27 minutes. So, they're keeping him at 27 minutes. And his RA is under... And, wow, against Cleveland, they really struggled. Did they lose? They won this game? Wow. Celtics are back, boys, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, Pritchard out. Wait, Pritchard out? Is he really? I don't know why I'm not seeing anything. Just checking injury reports. I don't know why it wouldn't be out, but sometimes it's just not. Peyton. Yeah, Peyton Pritchard is out. Okay. Huge news. So let's go all players. Point guard Peyton Pritchard out. Obviously Tatum hasn't played without him yet. Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown has played one game without Peyton Pritchard. Holy cow. Queta should get a lot of minutes. His rebound line is probably really high. 8.5 only. See, look, like last game, look at this. Last game, 26 chances against Cleveland because Vooch broke his finger. Even Luka Garza got 11 minutes, only had 1 board, but still. This game, is this when... Yeah, this is when Vooch broke his finger. He got a minute 47. I guess it was against Dallas, if someone can confirm that. But yeah, Queta, I mean, he is coming off a massive game. 35 minutes. Not a back-to-back, though, so he had 2 days of rest. But, yeah, I mean, 36% on 2 days of rest. So that's not great. Without Vooch, you would imagine Queta. I mean, look at his chances. 17.1 average. Like, he should get a ridiculous amount of minutes. Let's see, with starters, we're going to have to take out Jason Tatum just to see. 14 of 40. Oh, that's rough, man. But against Wemby, yeah, I guess we don't want to take him. Maybe Wemby gets a billion rebounds. All they're really missing is Harrison Barnes. Rebound chances, only getting 12. Actually, less rebounds than you would think. Less chances, that is. He dropped 17 and 13 here. Oh, this is still Porzingis, yeah, so... Yeah, that was a year ago. So Queta got 13 boards. I mean, I don't know. This is a rough one. Peyton Pritchard out. Probably the thing we're going to research for the Celtics is going to be assists. Now, who gets that? A little hard to tell. Probably Derek White, you would assume. See, his first quarter assist, I mean, God, he's hit 87%. Without Peyton Pritchard, I would assume, yeah, so he had 1 against Peyton Pritchard. Full game, he had 13 potentials. Wow, only shot the ball, what, 4 times? Jeez. Is this with Tatum? No. Yeah, this one's just going to be rough, man. I mean, what did he do last game assist-wise? I mean, Tatum only had 2 assists. Derek White's line is 4.5. Probably about what we should expect. Against Dallas in the Tatum Masterclass return. It's just, I wouldn't bet on this, to be honest. I don't know. There's a lot of variables, a lot of things that can go wrong. What's the pace of the game, too? See, over-under is really low. I would almost lean unders in this game. Even without Pritchard, just someone under. Don't mind me with that, like, doesn't even matter. Yeah, I don't know, man. I probably wouldn't bet on this. If anything, maybe an under. Let's see what the highest rated prop is. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, see how low the top rated is? There's only like 10 in green. Unders are probably, yeah, see 84. Keldon Johnson under 1.5 assists. Quaida under 1.5 assists. Baylor Shearman under 2.5. Wow, I'm surprised this line's that high, to be honest. 85% of games he's under this line. I guess without Pritchard, he gets some more chances. Without Pritchard. Yeah, so without Pritchard, he had 9 potentials. Jeez. 7 rebounds? Jeez. Oh, yeah, 1v4 blocks. Dude's really on the blocks. I got you, Humvees. Let's take a peek here, bro. Blocks 90%. 9 of his last 10. He's getting blocks. He had 4 blocks in 21 minutes against the Clips. That's, like, not even fair. Like, that's not real, bro. Without Harrison Barnes, he's 4-4. I don't think that really matters, but he is. One thing that is interesting is you can kind of see a trend here with, like, he'll get good minutes, decrease, decrease, good minutes, decrease, good minutes, decrease, good minutes, decrease. They usually do that just for injury management, especially when a guy's coming back from a pretty serious injury, and he is on one of those uptrends. So I'm not saying it's not going to hit. I would never bet on a guy to get 4 blocks. Minus 582 to get 2. That's just ridiculous, man. He had 9 here. Almost had a triple-double on blocks against the Pels. That's nasty. Nasty work. Also true, Antonis. 100%. Shoot a lot of threes. Swing it out, kick it out a lot. Okay, next game. I don't love that game. Let's see the pace on this one. Over under 227. Should be decent. Should be decent. Let's see. Dame and Sharp both out. Obviously Dame, but Shaden Sharp out. Jeremy Grant, Drew Holiday, Williams minutes up. Potential assists, rebound chances. 5 of 11 on his rebounds. Minutes are up recently. Klingen's back, though. Drew Holiday averaging 14 shots. Another thing you could do is look at the pace filters, which I actually haven't been doing too much. Geez, on a similar defensive rating, Drew Holiday is correct. With starters, he is 7 of 14, 5 of 9. So should shoot at least 9. Hit on his rebounds, but again, rebounds you're going to want to go off of pace. So pace is off. Jeez, pace. That's interesting. Like, pace and similar defensive rating, make sure you have these on correctly. Because if you don't, you might get screwed. Might get screwed. Okay, looks like you guys are taking Rollins for the streak. 44 votes. Make sure if you haven't voted, there's 115 of you. Half of you can vote in that. I just want to make sure you guys really like that one. Seems like Reed and Rollins are the top two. So yeah, make sure you vote in that poll, and then I'll start the new one probably when we get to the next game. I'll start it. Grant, Holiday, Williams are all the guys we're going to want to look at. Klingon, maybe. Yeah, I mean, Williams averaging 10 chances. So what did I say? Grant, Holiday, Williams. So let's look at those three guys. Grant, Holiday, Williams. 12 of 17. 8 of his last 10. Should get 31 minutes. Also should be a close game. Always good. Similar defensive rating. Shot 6 of 13 in the one game he didn't hit. Wow, really good shooter. 17, 13, 18, 19. In those games, he also went over on his RA. Ooh, threes. Yeah, line is 2.5 for threes, 17.5 points. So, okay, 13, and then let's look at his pace. No. So I would just take his points. Just from looking at that now, more things to look at would be his teammates, or like with starters. You can't really filter this with starters as well as with defensive rating. There's just usually only 1 or 2 games to look at, which obviously isn't very helpful. So with starters, he is averaging, let's see, did they win this game? Yeah, they killed the Sixers. They got killed by the Nuggets. Oh my god, did they get killed. But you can see all of these were pretty hard defenses. Even hit against the Suns, but hit against the Pacers as well. And that's about what we'd expect. Recently, they've been really good, actually. Let's see, they are home, which is always good. Actually, not in this case. Doesn't seem amazing. Unless he shoots like a million from here. No. Shot no threes there. Well, I guess, yeah, only at 24 minutes against Denver. So he should get like 29 minutes. With starters, it actually doesn't look great. I wonder who they were without in those games. So, like, the similar defensive rating, this is the game he shot 13, which is a little concerning. I'm trying to... We need to see what starters he didn't have in these games. So, he had Klingon, Kamara. Who's their small forward, usually? So, Avdia was out in these games when he kind of popped off, which is not great. So let's see how he does with him. Let's just see with starters. All we want is Avdia. 5 of 9. Minutes also go down typically. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be careful on that one. Oops. What just happened? Press the back button too many times. So let's look at the other guys. I think Holiday and who else was it? Without these two, it was Holiday and someone who had the most minutes. Holiday and Williams, yes. Okay, cool. So let's look without these guys. Full game, obviously. So yeah, I mean, Holiday looks really good. But then you have to add Avdia. See, 3 of 5. He's just taking so many shots. Now this game, kind of a weird one, obviously. 92-77. Suns shot like trash. They probably weren't pushing the ball down the court. 9, 20, 22, 10, 12, 10. Let's see if we could filter with the starters. So, yeah, all of these games are with starters. So that's actually a good sign. 9, 22, 10, 12, 10. Should get at least 10. Let's just say he gets that. Let's say he gets 10, 25 minutes. Did they kill him this game? Yeah, he should get more than 25 minutes. Realistically, should get like 30. But we'll just keep it on 25. Because I know earlier in the season he was hurt, so we want that data. And then let's just see what he does on that. 25 and 10 shots. 15 and 24 on a similar defense. Yeah, Drew Holiday is definitely a good look. Avdia was in that game. Avdia not in this game. Let's see. But he was still hitting anyway. Not great. Yeah. So even in this game he hit 14, 13, 9, 16. So he should shoot more than that. Should get more minutes than that. I do like Drew Holiday for his points. We could also look at his pace. Assists, not amazing. I would just take his points. Also, pick and roll ball handler, the most common shot he takes. At 30% of the time, they rank 5th against defending that. So they don't seem to have very many answers. Gets 10 or 7 and then 7. So should realistically shoot 14 shots. Just without injury starters. Also looks good, more than 50%. So yeah, I think we've done our due diligence there. Robert Williams, last guy we'll probably look at for this. Without injured with starters, similar pace. Let's just look. Rebounds only had 4 chances. Assists did get 1. Minus 234 to get 1. Points only shot. I mean, only had 11 minutes in this game too. Is getting better minutes as of late. But with Avdia, it seems that he doesn't get great minutes. Kind of just see. Yeah. So not getting great minutes when Avdia's in compared to what he was getting recently. So yeah, nothing great there. I would just take Drew. I think he's the best one. Jaylen Brown, PA, or boards? Thoughts on Klingon unders? Charlotte tough on boards. I know Charlotte is tough on boards, but I don't think I'd ever take a Klingon under. It's like taking Luka points under. It's like, why would you do that? 9.5 is a low line. They do have a really tough defense. Has gone under recently in 17 minutes here. He went over. But that's when they had Mark Williams. That's actually hilarious. Without Shaedon Sharpe, I mean, he's 63%, and in this game, he only had 12 minutes because they were killing him. So if he gets, like, 20 minutes, I mean, 10 of 13. We could filter, like, pace in. So, yeah, I mean, with a pace against Hornets, he did go under before. With starters, I mean, he's 50%. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, 3 of 8. I mean, I guess he does lean under. And in these games, he did have good minutes. So, yeah, I mean, I guess you could take an under. But in the other ones, he had 15, 16, 13. Did miss here against, I assume, yeah, Diabite had a double-double there. Not a terrible look. Not a terrible look. "24 chances for Diabite. This guy is ridiculous. His line is also 9.5. Remember, it did hit there in the most recent game against them. 6 of 12, 67% on his rebounds. Hold on, my mom is texting me. My mom is sending me a meme. My mom is sending me a meme. Okay. Look at that later. Fun lotto? What's a fun lotto? Difference between defense and defensive rating. This is similar defense. So this takes into account position. Similar defensive rating is based off of defensive efficiency, which shows how many points they score, the other team scores, or this team allows. So the Jazz allow 119 points per 100 possessions, which is a lot, obviously. So that's the difference. Diabetes. I like calling him Diabetes because I think it's funny. It's my stream. I do what I want. A goober. A goober. Yeah, I don't really see any crazy value here. LaMelo seems to get a lot of points without these three guys. Or not a lot of points, sorry. A lot of minutes. Rebounds seem to go over. I wouldn't take... I don't know. I wouldn't take that. Rollins 8-8. Yeah, I have Rollins. I have Rollins for his RA. The only concern is that this is the game they ramp up Giannis and he's full. But if he's getting those 27 minutes, yeah, I like the RA for sure. Definitely a good look. Yeah, I mean, I don't love anything for the Hornets. We would just have to go off of volume trends and, like, no crazy injuries. Diabetes getting a lot of minutes. LaMelo actually increasing everything recently. 33 minutes, 33 minutes, 23 minutes there. Is he starting again? Yeah. He wants to make sure he keeps his starting job this time, I would assume. 5 of 8. I mean, PRA probably looks decent. God, never mind. 38%. Had 2 here. Shot 1 of 15. 0 for 10 from 3. Wow. Yeah, I would just stay away from the Hornets. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, Andrew with starters, you could do like similar pace, I guess. His assists, he had 13 potentials there on a similar matchup. You can look at other guys with similar pace, like there's just more data, like Khan hit his rebounds, hit his assists. Brandon Miller hit his rebounds, hit his assists. Diabetes hit his rebounds, holy, 32 of them. Also filter this on similar defense. See what we're getting here. 25 for Melo. Khan barely missed. Brandon missed by a lot. Miles missed. Diabetes hit. But see, that's all the same. Problem is that's only one game and it's all the same. It's the same game, so it's like if that data is a little skewed in any way, or someone is injured, someone, you know, like, I don't know. I just wouldn't bet that. Okay, so I'm going to end this poll. You guys are on Rollins, 9.5 RA, 60 votes, 40% on Rollins, so he'll be our first leg. And then I'm going to make another poll. We will do second streak leg. Please vote in the poll. Please, please, please. There's a lot of you guys in here. Poll is not out yet, but please vote. I will tell you when it's out. 15.5 PR. Let's run. We'll put Reed in here again. Reed over, or Reed 3+3s. Rollins obviously is our boy. McCollum over 3.5 assists. Or Prosper over 10.5 points. Okay, Please vote in the poll. It is now live. Vote in that poll. Let me know what your favorite prop for today is so far. If we find something better, obviously we'll change it. Precious minutes up 17 in the past 3 games. That is absolutely incredible. He is getting a ton of minutes. I assume he's favored to get a double-double, even though he hasn't recently. Plus 135. Seems fair, actually. Injury splits. Let's look at the Kings first. Oh, God. Is this a game we even want to bet on, honestly? Nick Clifford getting a lot of minutes here. Green across the board for him. I mean, green across the board for everyone. Precious usage down. Okay, who's getting the most points? Precious is getting the most points. Rebounds. Rebound chances are actually higher on Reynaud, which is interesting. Precious is getting 11 chances. Potential assists, Nick Clifford. Yeah, so Clifford and Precious probably the guys you're going to want to look at here. Didn't Russ drop a trip dub the other day, too? That was nasty work. Let's see. I mean, geez, everyone's out for them. He got 39 and 40 minutes. Jeez. This was on March 5th. Did they play a game since then? Yeah, he had 39 minutes 2 days ago. Holy cow. They just don't care. They're just going to give him 39 again. He's good for it, bro. God, that's actually insane. Should get, like, a ton of rebound chances. I believe Siakam is also out. Oops. Yeah. Siakam out. Nembhard doubtful. Jarris Walker probable. Any promo on Propfinder? What do you mean? Promo code? Yeah, it's right above your comment. It's code 2 months. Code 2 months. How you doing, Gerald? You still in chat? Usually join all the streams. Appreciate you being here, bro. I don't want to vote if I'm not sure, though. Well, if you've been watching the stream, usually people lean like a certain favorite prop. And if you haven't been watching the stream, then I guess you don't have to vote if you don't want to like skew the info. But if you do have a favorite, please do vote. It's just I want a lot of you guys voting, you know? I want a lot of you guys voting. I want to see your guys' opinions, so. Want to take holiday points? That's fine, man. It's completely fine. Reynaud. This might be one of those things where you just look, I mean, usage Malik Monk, jeez. Up to 27%. We're using him in a quarter of the plays possible. And his PA line is only 19.5. That's just ridiculous, right? Like, he had 30 minutes. I don't know why his minutes were so low recently. But he's had 30 in the past 2 games. Hit his points pretty easily. 14 shots, 24 shots. Shot 3 of 10. Man, that could be a crazy... Let's see, 5 or... I mean, he's done it before. How many did he shoot here? 7 of 9? 6 of 9 as well? Jeez Louise. I could see him getting a lot of shots up tonight. Seven of 9 on his threes, even when he gets, like, no minutes. He's getting 30 and 31 minutes recently. I like him for his points, honestly. Like, God, if he gets good minutes, it's actually insane. Only 22 people like the stream out of 130, bro. Come on, y'all. I do this every single day, 3 o'clock Eastern. Except this weekend, because it was my birthday. But, you know, pretty much doing this every single day for you guys for completely free. So, dropping a like, I feel like, you know, kind of least you can do. I'd appreciate it. Rebounds for Clifford actually look good. Only had 21 minutes here. Not sure why he only had 21 minutes. With starters. So, yeah, I mean, I had 39. Jesus, because he had 39 the past 2 nights. When was their most recent game? The 8th, I think. Yeah, against the Bulls. Could also try and filter by a similar pace. Of course, it's the game he had 21 minutes only. So he should get like 30 minutes. And if he gets that on a similar pace, what do we think he's getting here? 9. Okay, so he should get 9 potential rebounds. So if he gets 9 chances, at least. I mean, he's over pretty much every game. Without injury, he is over every game. Plus 104. Don't mind the look, especially with the way that this defense is ranked. I think you probably have to take that. I believe also he was pretty much, yeah, he was green across the board, averaging 6.2 rebounds on only 7 chances, which is crazy. Actually, makes me feel like the game he went way over his rebounds. No. Should get like 9 chances. Check him with the lineup. One of those games DeRozan was out. Is he not out? Yeah, he's not out, I guess. That was with starters, though. Yeah, so even when DeRozan played, DeRozan's also not like too big of a rebounder. Like, he can rebound, but is he like 4'2"? Clifford's just taller, or maybe not taller actually. DeRozan is kind of big, but okay. Let's check Precious, and then who are some other guys? Malik Monk. I think his usage up 27%, or up to 27% is crazy. That is just crazy work. Also, recency is king. You look at the 2 most recent games, he's getting 30 minutes. Now, do these not have DeRozan? Is that what you were saying? No, this one had DeRozan. And this one did not. Did DeRozan get hurt in this game? Like, is he... I don't know. Everyone's on DeRozan's 6 assists. How do you do this so fast? I've been doing this for 2 years. So, I could slow down. I mean, if you have questions on anything, tell me, and I'll kind of slow it down. I'm only going fast just because, you know, there's games, and I want to make sure we get through all the games. But if anything's, like, confusing, do let me know, please. Please, please, please. Yeah, so only got bad minutes, really, when they were getting killed. I don't think there's a chance they get killed in this game. So let's say he gets... I mean, he'll probably get those 25 minutes, right? Like, averaging 23, chucking 6 threes, chucking 12 shots and 6 threes in 23 minutes. Let's say he gets 12 shots, 6 threes on those minutes. 10 of 11. I mean, he's over every game on his threes. How many shots was he taking here? Yeah, I mean, I think he could easily get 4, and that's plus 365. He's done it in half of the games. He's done it in half of the games, man. So, I think that's a good look. I would probably just take his points. Had 12 here, shot 3 of 14, so it's like, what are you going to do? But I do like his points, 14.5. Seems like a really good line. I mean, with that usage, you just can't avoid that. And then Precious is another guy I want to look at. It also has a really good shot chart. That's just because their defense is terrible. Should get 11 rebound chances, 31 minutes. Yeah, but chances... He's averaging 9 rebounds on 11.7 chances. This is a little skewed. He should get at least, what, 12? Did he have 12 here? He had 0 there, just not updated yet. But he should get at least 12 chances. So his rebounds probably go over. But it's not double like what we like. I would like his chances to be at least 20 or so. Now the matchup does kind of make up for that. But still, I mean, I don't love that. Did drop a double-double here, though. 5 assists, too. Jeez. Precious, definitely a guy you're going to have to look at. If he gets those minutes again, he's going over. Let's see, what did Monk get in this game? Yeah, Monk dropped 30 off the bench, shooting 11 of 24, 3 of 10, 5 of 5 from the line. That's just ridiculous. Russell Westbrook dropping 12 dimes, too. Appreciate you, Lightning. Onyeka, yeah, we talked about him earlier. I think it's pretty good. But I don't know. I'm not playing it. I would rather play his points in that scenario. Much rather play his points. That's what I'll say. Okay, Pacers. Jeez, this is... Jay Huff's just not a rebounder. I think the Kings are a better team here. Should be close. If I had to put my money on it, I'd probably pick the Kings. But Pacers shoot a lot of threes, so I don't know. This is why I bet player props. I never bet money lines or anything like that. Player props are so much easier to predict, especially when you have Propfinder, obviously. 9 of 18, 3 of 5 from the line. Wait, what was his minutes? Sorry, what were his minutes here? Brooklyn, 32 minutes. Jeez. So they do trust him to shoot. He had the most shots on the team. Cam Jones, close second. So if he gets those 32, or like, let's say he gets 28 minutes on a similar defense. Similar defensive rating. Does seem to hit. Shot 3 of 11 here, only made his threes. Wow, that's... And then 3 from the line. That's rough. Did hit his assists, but this is a pace thing. Yeah, Walker for his points doesn't look awful. Let's see, like, Obi Toppin. I think someone... Did someone say Obi Toppin rebounds earlier? 2.5 is his line. Oh my god, he's getting 10 minutes? Dude, what happened to Toppin? Holy fall off. I would not take Toppin. I know it's a decent line, but I would be super careful on it. Look at his minutes. 40, 25, 16, 8. He had 6 rebounds in 8 minutes. Or no, sorry, that's the 16. He had 2. 8, 11, 9, 11, 10. I would be very careful. Should get 4 potentials, no more, no less. Maybe like anywhere from... You expect something along these lines from this Hornets game on. Anywhere from 3 to 7 potentials. If he gets 7, obviously you love your chances of him getting those rebounds, but I wouldn't bet on a guy who's getting maybe 10 minutes a night. And they've lost every game he's played this season. Jeez, that's so sad. Poor guy. Whose points? I like Jarris Walker. I'm betting on Monk. I don't think I'm going to take Jarris Walker, but I do like his opportunity. I also like Clifford rebounds. I think there's something with Precious, but I just can't find it, really. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes over his rebounds, but he's getting so many minutes recently. Like, he's a 17% volume increase. I would think that the coach rests him, but, I mean, maybe not, man. I don't know. He's got 39, 40, and 39 minutes in back-to-back-to-back games. That is absurd coaching. Terrible player management. So I would bet him. Maybe his points are just the best move. Like, if he's getting over 35 minutes a night, like, I don't know. Here he didn't hit, though, so. Also has been one board shy of getting a double-double, multiple games. Assists might be the best look, like, ladder-worthy. I mean, he had 5 here. You can ladder him up to 3 plus 216. I mean, he's hit that 3 times. But yeah, I don't know. I would just be careful on that. Okay, Bulls, Warriors. Bulls, Warriors. Let's look at injury splits first. We all know the Bulls are tanking. Oh my god. Yeah, let's look at the... Jeez. Hi, Bulls. We're all dead, apparently. We don't like probable. Don't like questionable. The reason I do this, by the way, is because I only like betting on guys that are for sure out. I don't bet on players that are questionable unless we know they're probably going to... I just don't like betting on players that are questionable. I know some of you guys do. I also don't like betting on games that have a ton of questionable players. Probable is better. So these are the only 4 guys actually out, and we have a lot of data with it. So I'm comfortable using this data to our advantage. Yabusele has green all across the board. Just immediate green. So let's look at his lines, and maybe we'll find something here. If we take everyone out, 745, make sure you have the current team filter on. So he is over his points in 5 of 7 games just without these players, and just on the Bulls. That's all I have filtered on. That's it. You could also look at with starters, which is what I would highly recommend. Now, the probable guys, sometimes they do pop in, sometimes they don't, so make sure you check that. Since Giddey and Buzelis, I think it's maybe questionable starters won't pop in, but you'd also filter in guys like Colin Sexton. Jalen Smith is also probable. And then there's only 2 games of data. Both he had 22 and 29 minutes. They got killed in that game, but I was watching that. I was just, God, they were so bad. I'd probably take something with his rebounds just because of the matchup as well. So he had 18 here against the Knicks. 18 chances, that is, on 13 actual rebounds, and then dropped 6 potentials on 5 chances. These stats are pretty much nullified just because he was on a different team, so it says games without, and then it just drastically skews all of this data. This as well. He doesn't average 13 minutes since he's been on the Bulls. He actually averages something like 26. Yeah, Denny is playing. Young. Denny is playing, so be careful on that. So I would assume he gets at least 22 minutes. They might get blown out by the Warriors. They still don't have Steph. I know he's out for a while. Him and Jimmy Butler. Obviously, Jimmy Butler's out for the year. Maybe even part of next with an ACL tear or MCL, PCL, whatever he had. Yabusele should get at least 22 minutes, and then we could filter that. Remember, keep this in, and then we could filter in the pace and things like that. So let's keep that. 22 minutes. Pretty much has got that every game with the Bulls, but just eliminates some severe outliers. He should get... I'm going to filter like 25, because I think that's a little closer to what he should get. And he's good on his points there. Oh, sorry. Had to sneeze. Didn't want to blast that on my mic. But yeah, hits his points here. Now, a lot of guys are going to be playing, like Giddey is going to take some shots. Matas, Jalen Smith. So he might only get like 8 shots. Whereas if you look, maybe he was averaging far more than that. See, like he was averaging 11. But it might be closer to one of these games. So be careful on that. That's why his points line seems a little low. Rebounds also seems a little low, but this is where we can filter in things like similar pace. So I had 19 potentials against OKC, snagged up 12 boards just because of the pace. Nick Richards also had a double-double. Yabusele and Nick Richards both had a double-double, which I think honestly is possible with how this game is probably going to go. And all of these guys were in. Maybe not Nick Richards with Jalen Smith coming back, but this should be a better rotation at the center position. You could also just look at Yabusele with Jalen Smith. No, not starters. He's not a starter. With Jalen Smith. So, yeah, I mean, his rebounds still look good. Only had 6 here, so that's a little unlucky. Or a little concerning, maybe, depending on how you look at it. I don't know. There's so many injuries with the Bulls. You see Yabusele should get at least 21 minutes. Nick Richards is another guy you could look at, but with Jalen Smith back... Actually, you can't even look at him. Doesn't even have odds. I would be careful on Jalen Smith. Could see what his point line is. See 9.5. When's the last time he played? Yeah, so he played here. Probably got hurt in this game. Yeah, I thought Nick Richards probably had 20 minutes here. In this game, he had... No, I guess it was kind of an even split, like 20-20-20, all of them. Could look at some volume trends. I don't see anything amazing so far here. Yabusele, his minutes are up recently. If we go on like last 10, still up good. But those are from season stats when he was playing, I forget where he came from, Sixers, Knicks, someone. He wasn't getting minutes. So this increase is a little nullified compared to what he's getting here. Because if you filter just... If you look at the season, you can see he's getting no minutes here. You can just see that. And once he got to the Bulls, 33 minutes first game. Welcome to the Bulls. Like, so if you filter by this, he should get at least 26. So this should be like, rather than a 13-minute increase, should just be like 0. So he's not getting really anything. So always something to keep in mind, which like it is correct. There's nothing wrong with Propfinder and the data. You just have to interpret the data and make sure you're interpreting it correctly. So make sure you know like who's in, who's out, who got traded, things like that. Isaac Okoro seems to be getting some good minutes recently without injured, and with the Bulls. Guess he's been on the Bulls. Don't even know my own team at this point, man. I'm tripping. With Giddey, Patty. Yeah. I would probably just stay away from this game. Unless... Is he getting crazy good minutes recently? Guess he's getting decent minutes recently. Only got 23 here. It's because I got killed. Yeah, I would stay away from this game. We could look at the... Good look at Golden State, but I don't think anything's really going to show. Porzingis should get some decent minutes. I guess he's coming back from injury. He might not get great minutes. Draymond, Horford might be better guys to look at. Luis Santos. Brandon Pajemski showing a lot of green. Usage up for D'Anthony Melton. which is interesting. I can't believe Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry are hurt, bro. It's so sad. The Warriors look helpless. Probably not as helpless as the Bulls, though. Wow, Gui Santos getting a 10-minute increase, averaging 28 minutes. This is something where, like, if you caught this on one of the first few games without Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry, his line was probably, like, it's 15.5 now. His line was probably still 11.5, and he was getting 10 more minutes. That's why this is so important. Because if you catch this, like, if I filter it now on what is, so, like, everyone knows Gui Santos is getting good minutes. See, if I filter it now, see, he's 50% on that. If you gave him, I bet if you gave him 28 minutes, right when this started, right when both of those guys were out, he would be averaging, or his line would be like 11, you know? So it's always something to keep in mind of researching these injury splits, seeing what happens when certain guys are in, out, etc. Pajemski, God, getting really good minutes recently. Hitting his rebounds. 20% on his points line. Like, what? The Bulls are that bad? Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much. Shooting 42% volume from 3. Getting at least 6 shots up from 3. That's crazy. Thoughts on Porzingis? I'd be careful. Let me show you why. His minutes are just not there yet. He's getting like 23. I mean, and I know the lines are tailored to those, but in a game where I think Golden State can easily blow out the Bulls, I don't really want to bet on... wow, actually kills the Bulls. But see what I mean? Like, his line's 15.5 points. He's hitting that, sure. But look at his minutes recently. I mean, he's not even getting 18 minutes. How is he going to score 16 points? I don't know. Just doesn't seem ideal. Okay, last game. I don't really think I want to bet anything on the Warriors. Last game, Timberwolves, Lakers. Only guy out for this game is LeBron. I guess what we could do for these last two games, we could just look here. Why can't I click? Hello? Marcus Smart assist ladder. Or wait, Marcus Smart assist similar pace and with starters. Also hitting recently, which is always good. You said pace with starters, I assume. 5 and 7. It's pretty good. I don't like how he only had 5 on 5 potentials, though. See, 5 on 5. 7 of 9, though, is good. He had 38 passes. Let's see if he gets 38 passes. I usually don't use this filter, but you could use this filter. Let's see. When he gets 38 passes, he's 17 of 20 on this line. And he's got a plus 465 in half of them. Plus 1,000 in 5 of them. But remember, like, with starters, though, he's 5 of 14. So, like, when Reeves came back, he's just not getting chances. Or he's just shooting. His points line, 7.5. That's a yikers. What's up, Village? Jake the Snake. Here I am. Rudy, 11.5 boards. Never gets boards against the Lakers. I don't know how to research when there's, like, nothing to go off of injury-wise. Just seems too random for me, and there's no other edge. Wow, he really improved this. How did I not even notice this? This looks sick now. Is there like a different thing when it shows? Yeah, look, that's sick. God, Jose's put so much effort into this app, it's actually ridiculous. Like, dude's sleeping like 2 hours a night just to update the app for you boys. Better be thankful. Better be thankful. It's not easy work, guarantee it. 77%. Surely LeBron's not actually going to miss a game, right? Because that would change everything, even from a Timberwolves POV. Dante. Here's what we could do, though, is filter like similar pace and defensive efficiency. 19 through 23. Ugh. What about pace? What are we looking at there? Pace 22 through 26, so really low pace. Dante's under in every game with starters. Not even really getting the potentials. I would lean Dante under. Ant typically goes over on assists. Wow. What did that say? 40? Back-to-back games 40 on a low pace. Plus 600. Julius Randle. Can't really look at points, though. Okay, let's look at defensive efficiency. Not for Rudy. Julius Randle. Jaden McDaniels recently, yeah. McDaniels probably the best point prop. Also, they give up a ton to his position over the course of the season. Give up on average 25 to small forwards. That's crazy work. Ant 6 of 10. Dante 7 of 10. Jaden McDaniels also 7 of 10, but the reason I like his is because he got injured here or something, so should expect 29 minutes. Even if you give him a little less than that, he's still hitting every single game. 12 of his last 15 with this defensive rating. Rebounds, assists also seem over. This, though, you have to look at pace. So you give him, say, those 29 minutes, filter in pace rather than defensive efficiency. Should get 8 minimum rebound chances and 4 minimum assists. What were his shots on that one? Not this. On this. So I think it's like 10 at least. And then 8 and I forget what assists were, like, I don't know. Let's just say 4. It wasn't anything crazy. So yeah, it's 404 on... Yeah, his PR is probably the best. Even just his points, though. How many chances was he getting? I think I put minimum 8. I think I just take his points. I think I like his points line the most. I think that's a good line. McDaniels points, rebounds, yeah. I like that, but I also just like his points, I think. Quick question. What's the best way to do a quick research if sometime running low on time? So, I mean, that's what the PF rating's for. So, since I stream and I show you guys how the app works, I like going game by game. Obviously, that takes, how long have I been streaming? 2.5 hours so far. So, yeah, completely understandable. That's why if you filter by PF rating, we believe these to be the best props. So, I mean, you have to think about some of these, like Obi Toppin, we already talked about. Be careful on that. Rudy, hard matchup, so you might have to consider that. But PF rating always gives you a good starting point, you know? So it shows you their averages, whether they're playing home or away, those averages. their last 5 average hit rate, last 10 average and hit rate, and then also the matchup, whether it's a blowout, no blowout, high expecting game. Those are always super important stats to keep in mind. So, like, the Heat are favored to win by 16. If they're up by, like, 20 at halftime, they're going to take their starters out, or their starters just might not play in the fourth quarter, and that's, like, probably 8 to 10 minutes that you're missing out of game time on. So you want to make sure the game stays close, or, you know, we'll never know if the game 100% is going to stay close, but using the book spreads is the best way to determine that, and that's incorporated here in the blowout. So a lot goes into it, but you do have to use some common sense. If you click on a guy whose line is 2.5 rebounds, and you know this guy can get upwards of 10, and you see he's averaging 8 minutes recently, just avoid it. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Manny. I would just start there. Or if you really want to focus on one game, for like example, you want to focus on the Grizzlies Sixers, filter by that. And make sure you always click over or under here. So if you want to research unders, make sure you have unders checked. So Drake Powell topping the charts again with his under, 93% to go under. I mean, this guy sucks, man. Like, this guy is actually terrible. I don't know how this dude's still in the league. Sorry, but, like, holy cow. Gets his assist. I assume it said PR. Yeah, it just knows, man. PR, it loves his under there. Drake Powell, Marcus Sasser, don't even know who this guy is. He's on the Pistons, apparently. 17 of 22. Is getting good minutes recently. Shot 3 of 9 and 0 of 3. Has got games with 19, 18 points. So, yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Okay, so let me check underdog. I would play all of these for... Ooh, I have a 50% NBA boost. I would play all of these to win 2 units. So net 1 unit of profit. Let me update the Nightbot so people aren't yelling at me. And then I will start pairing these and showing you guys how I play each of these props. So now I believe I actually can start playing these straights, which I will do. I also need to link all my books and everything. Monk over 14.5. Isn't there another one? Yeah. Daniels over. Yeah, so since I'm 21 now, I could actually play straights finally. $5 bonus entry on underdog? I think that's, yeah, so if you pick a team, $10 minimum. So who has the best odds of winning? The Heat, the Hawks, Pistons over the Nets. Surely they don't lose to the Nets, right? Again. Injury reports, let's see. Who is favored? It's either going to be Heat, Pistons, or Hawks. I could see that happening. I would probably take the Heat. Tyler Hero questionable, though. Powell out. Wizards have kind of been nasty. Or you take... I think you can take an over as well. Submit a predictions entry. Yeah, I think you could take an over. Now, I never bet this, so... Yeah, Village, I just turned 21. So, finally, bro. Finally. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Pistons have been shaky. If you guys had to pick one team who's going to win today, who would you pick? For, like, the best... even the Warriors, man. The Bulls are so bad. But I'm not going to bet against my own team. That's just, like, you know, why would I bet against my boys? I think the Hawks Or even just the over-under in this game. What was that game? Is this the game where it was like they were both way at the top? Like, I think this was the game on pace. Yeah. I think you just take the over-under 240. Oh, God, that's so bad. That's a high over-under. Let's see. Mavs. If I do team picks on the Mavs, the total over-under is currently 238 for minus 139. So yeah, I'll put $10 on that and use my bonus entry thing. Surely this... Submit a predictions entry to qualify. Your entry must meet the promo's requirements. Okay, so... I think... Are we in on the over-under? Over-under for the Hawks, Mavs? Or just their money line? Probably just their money line, actually. What are we thinking, boys? What are we thinking? 77% for the Hawks. Minus 435 or minus 139, though. Money line? So they're minus 11.5 now. I don't know. With everyone back for the Mavs, though? What's the Clifford bet? It just says Clifford. Oh, shoot. My bad. I literally just wrote Clifford. I thought it was because he was at the end. Sometimes when they're at the end, it cuts off, but he was over his rebounds. What was his line? 5.5, yeah. I'll make sure I get that right. 5.5 rebounds, sorry. Malik Monk is also 14.5 points. You probably could have figured that one out, but I added points to that as well. Sorry, guys. My B. Celtics? You think the Celtics have the best odds of winning? I don't care about odds at all. I just want to know who's going to win. If, like, odds didn't exist and you could pick one team that was going to win, you'd pick the Celtics? Bro, what? Oh, nah. That's crazy. My Wizards are currently still trash. Not for long, though. I agree. The Heat have a lot of injuries, though. That's what concerns me there. I think I'm going to take the over-under. I like the over-under for the Hawks-Mavs game. It does say pick a team, though. Let me get a full list of the rules. Oh, my God. Why did they make it so complicated? Just tell me what I need to do. Because last time, they allowed cancellation. I don't know. We'll just take the Hawks money line. Call her a day. If the Hawks lose, it's my fault. Because I never bet money lines. And they're probably going to lose. Because that's typically what happens when I bet on a money line. So let's take their money line. Minus 455, $10 to win 12. Never do this. Only do this if you have a bonus bet like me. Because it's just stupid otherwise. Heat all day? Heat all day. Well, we're on the Hawks. Now, if the Hawks lose and the Heat win, I'm blaming you, Detroit Dab Man. Oh, it's a $5 bonus entry. Okay, so I'll use that for the double-double. I'll use that for the double-double. Yeah, minus 455 is nasty. Never do that. Please never do that. It's really stupid. I will be using a 50% boost as well. I'm going to be betting 50% boost we'll do on... I really like Gafford today. So we'll do Gafford. Oh, he doesn't have his PR. He never does, man. Never has his PR. We'll do Rollins for his RA. 0.87x. We will do CJ McCollum for his assists. And we will also do Reed Shepherd. We'll do Jaden McDaniels for like, we'll do him for like 11.5 points. A $50 unit on that one. Or $50, sorry, not $50 unit. $50 max entry, so I'm just going to be maxing that out, maxing out this 3-leg. I think those are probably my favorites. Reed Shepard is close, but I mean, Jaden McDaniels, when he had this similar matchup, is nasty when he gets, what, 26 plus minutes? Didn't work. 25? Yeah, I mean, if he gets 25 minutes, he shot 4 of 11 there. That's just unlucky. 5 of 12, 0 4 from 3. If he hit 1 3. But also, I'm taking him for 11.5. So, yeah, we love that. Love those odds. Let's take that. Bonus entry, I'm going to put this in on Underdog before I forget. I'm going to do Gafford double-double. We're going to do all the long shot double-doubles. Gafford double-double. We'll do Bona double-double. Oh, Bona's lines are moving. They're an injury against... Or, wait, is Edgecombe out or something? Edgecombe won't have a minutes restriction. He'll be the primary ball handler. Whoa. Whoa. Sorry, let me pull chat back up. How to use the injury split? I have a... I better have a video on it. I'm pretty sure I have a video on it. If I don't, it is coming out tomorrow, and I'm grinding getting that video out for you guys because injury splits is the best thing ever. Basically, I would highly recommend going game by game for this part, but if you are in a rush, like that one guy said earlier, you could just go like this and filter everything. Yabusele getting a crazy increase, but that's without Giddy. So how I use it, I go game by game, filtering the max or like just the most important or influential players out, whether you're researching rebounds, assists, points, anything like that. So for example, for this game, if you're researching points, you want to take Tyrese Maxey out. You can see that with him out, VJ Edgecombe averages sees an 8.7 point increase, which is actually insane. So he averages 24 points without Maxey. You can also filter by teams, filter by status. So I would always turn off probable and questionable because those aren't definites. Out and doubtful are pretty much as close to definite as possible. You can also filter minimum games. I usually do like going off of 3 games at least. But without Maxey, they've only one guy on the team has played 3 games. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You just see the increase. Green obviously means good, red means bad. Green means they have an increase, red means they don't. Hawks look unstoppable. I agree. I think they're on a 6-game win streak. No, Detroit. I think that's terribly stupid. Terribly stupid. I always bet as close as I can to exact even odds. That's what I like betting. Is as close as I can get to even odds. Okay, I do need another pick. What was our other... Oh, yeah, we had Rollins double-double. Rollins double-double. Okay, so basically 311x, $5 bonus entry pays 1,500. That would be nasty work, boys. Was there another double-double we liked? Thought there kind of was, no? Okay. Okay, I'm going to put in all those double-doubles. Ooh, 30% NHL boost. I'll have to wait till North posts. I'm just like you guys. One in the same. One in the same. Ooh, Jose posted. Russell Westbrook points, Gigi Jackson points, Jalen Duren points, Brandon Miller rebounds, and Kamara rebounds. Interesting. This guy made a 6-leg and said, "Is this cash or am I donating?" And he sent a 6-leg, but you can only see 4 of the legs. So I don't know how to help you with that, buddy. Diabetes and Podal double-double? Could be, could be. Okay, I need to use this $100 bonus bets before I lose it. Do I only get one of them? Okay, so I think here's what I'm gonna do. Since I'm playing my props differently. I'm playing all of these as a straight, and I'm not doing parlays anymore. So I'm sorry if you guys like parlays. I hate parlays, and I'd much rather just see constant growth of straights. And it's smarter long term. I would only do parlays, or I'll do parlays, obviously. I'll still do them, but I'm only using boosts when I do them. So it's just going to be so much better. So I'll still post those. Ooh, I have an NBA no sweat token. Oh, yeah. Bet now. Yup. Yup. Yeah, so I'll be basically just posting all of these on... I'm just going to share as text. Or actually, share as an image, low-key. So here, you guys can see all the props if I do this. But this is what I'm going to do from now on. I'm just going to post this, put it in the Discord, and then ping you guys, and those will be all my favorite props. And instead of showing you how I play them, I could still put the picket in there if you want, just so you can see the unit sizing, which is what I'll probably still do. But, yeah, I think this is the best thing you could probably do. I really do. Any good King of the Court looks. Whew. I never really researched King of the Court. I guess I should probably start doing that now. I don't think I'm on DraftKings yet, but they have to, like, verify me. It takes forever for some reason. But once that happens, I will start researching. So we'll do that next week. You will need to do parlays. Sportsbooks will limit you and you win too much. Well, I'll just have to wait to see, man. Because I will only be doing straights on my unit sizing as long as I possibly can. Okay. So yeah, I'm probably gonna... I guess I can stay on stream and do this. I'll stay on stream and do this. Why not? I do have to go at like 6-ish, but, you know, that's fine. We'll figure it out when that time comes. Search for teams, players, or events. Okay, so let's do Oliver. Why is... Wait, what? Prosper. Does he not have any lines? No, he does. There he is. Okay, what's his line? His line is 10.5. Why did they make this so hard to use? Player points over under. Here we go. We want... Wait, what? His line is 9.5 for minus 115? But he's minus 190 to get 10 plus. What? Yeah, we'll be taking that. So minus 115 is going to be, what, 17? 16, 50? 15. I'm going to have to get used to how much to put on. So 15.72. Okay, so I'll place that. I also need to see how this bonus bet thing works. I did not ignore you, bro. I just didn't see it. Chill. Cam Jones for 6 or 8 assists. Let's see. I don't know why he's not showing up. Did Cam Jones just get taken out or something? He doesn't have lines right now. I don't know why. I'm sure he'll be back in a sec, but I don't know. Also, for those of you that want King of the Court picks, Jose will post later. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, Bona like his points. On to over under. Players. Points. Why do they not have an over-under points for him, bro? Bro, where is his points, man? I guess this is just a thing. Some guys just don't have point props. Does he even have, like, a double-double line? Combo stats... Oh, dang, Hollywood. Probably some injury thing, I would assume. Yeah, I don't know why Bona doesn't have a prop. I'm on BetMGM, he doesn't have a prop. Okay, it is taking out of my bonus, so that's good. So I guess I just play bonus bets for now. Gafford. Let's see, Gafford on Dallas. Gafford for PR. Player points and rebounds. 15.5 minus 110. Good. I'm actually getting good odds. This is not usual. Why does it say minus 120 now? What? I click it says minus 110, then it says minus 120. Are we for real? Gotcha, Lightning. BetMGM is trash? Is it really? They were the first ones that verified me, so that's just what I'm using. Yeah, exactly. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. Come on. There, I just got minus 115. We'll take that. Odds moved in our favor. Take it, we'll take it, we'll take it. It's so weird seeing straight bets finally. Like I can finally actually bet straights. I do need to bet Gafford double-double as well. Do they have double-double lines? Surely, right? Players, I'm sure they do. Double-double, yeah. Here we go. Gafford plus 475. He was plus 525. It's close enough. We'll take that. So this is what I'm talking about. So my unit size is $15. So I'm only going to put 2.7, 2.6 on Gaff double-double. And then if it hits, you know, you make a unit back. If it doesn't, then it's only, you know, you're still betting the same consistent unit sizing, which is the most important thing. Okay, CJ McCollum is next up. We need him for 3.5 assists. So let's look at player over-unders. Player assists for CJ McCollum. He's minus 600. Plus 105 to get 5+. So why don't they have... Wait, I have to do players. Not player assists, player points. Player assists over under. CJ McCollum minus 150 to go over that mark, 3.5 assists. So I have to put more, a little more than a unit. And again, once I figure this out and I get all of the sports books, then I'll tell you guys where I'm putting it in, where I'm getting the best odds. And I'll just be doing it on my PC, not like on. I don't know if I can do it on my main screen just because YouTube rules. Oh, Kaminga ruled out. That's probably why. But yeah, sometimes you're going to have to put more, you're going to have to put less. That's why Propfinder gives you all the best odds. So like when you're researching, you just click something. It's a bad example. Of course, there's only one there. Rudy Gobert rebound. So you're obviously going to want to bet him. With what I'm seeing here, he's best on FanDuel. So you would just go to your favorites, click him right here, like Gafford, BetMGM looks the best, and then you just have that. So once I have all this set up, I just do it on my PC and just bet whatever book has the best odds, and then bet straight from there just like that, call it a day, and you're good to go. So, okay, Rollins, double-double, and his RA is next up. So players, bet him for his RA. Ryan Rollins, minus 140 to go over. Jeez. See, minus 113 on FanDuel and DraftKings. I'm only going to bet this because I don't have any other books to bet it on, and it's still a straight. I still like my odds more than not, so... Still like his RA. And if you just stay consistent with this, I mean, I have like a 70% hit rate on NBA. If you stay consistent, I'm not going to say you will gain over time because I don't want people to get mad at me if they don't. But if you stick to your units, I really think you will. So you just got to stay consistent, got to stay disciplined, and that's really all there is to it. And getting the best odds is also helpful. First basket players... First basket data when certain players are out. That's a good suggestion, Game Freak. If you're in our Discord... Here, I'm going to put a link in our Discord. If you're in that, go to #suggestions, and Jose, I'm sure, will implement it. It's a good idea. It is kind of hard, though, but, like, if a lot of starters are out, there could be, like, some no-name who gets a first basket, you know what I mean? I mean, I like Gafford a lot for his... PR. I don't know what you want me to say on that. I never post anything that I don't like. I'm not going to give you guys a play that I don't like. Ryan Rollins plus 825 on his double-double now. He was plus 990. So only put like $2 on that. Now we'll do Shepherd. Yep, got you, Game Freak. Appreciate you for doing that. Helps us keep track for sure. Okay, Reed Shepherd minus 190 to get 3. That is ridiculous. So he's minus 146, minus... Oh, God, he's minus 165. Says he's minus 190. It's crazy work. crazy, crazy work. Then him to get 4 as well. He doesn't have odds to get 4. Or no, he does. Plus 135. Should be plus 156. But he's going to shoot, what, 11? So, yeah, I mean... $24 or something. I wish you can have it set to give you exact units. I'm sure there's sites that do that, but it'll be really helpful if it automatically did it for me. But I guess they don't want people taking advantage of that, I would assume. $28 minus 12 is 16, so we're looking at like 11, and not even like 10, 10, 5, 10, 8, 10, 7. Cool. Could also wait and do all that at the end, but then if I'm on different books, I'd rather just do it all at the same time. Let me pull back up the picture so you guys can see. Drew over 17.5 points. So yeah, I think I'm pretty much going to do all straights. If I do parlays, it's just going to be when I have bonuses. So there will still be parlays, obviously, but it's just when I have bonus bets or, you know, things like that. Bonus bets, some random promo. You know what it'd be, what it'd do. Drew Holiday minus 105. Getting good odds. Did go down a little, though. I'm going to have to put, like, 15. Let's see, 15.2. 1.4. See, Clifford, 5.5 boards. Players over under. Minus 105. God, he was plus 114. That's crazy. Monk, so we'll just stay on this game. Oops. Monk for 25 plus? No, we'll take him 15 plus. So he's minus 175 for 15 plus, but if you scroll down to over under and you take him at minus 130 for over 14.5, that's crazy. I don't know if you guys are getting scammed on that, but never go. Wow, that is actually insane. Could you put your whole list you have on screen on GamblyBot and post the link on your plays? On GamblyBot. What does that mean, Italian? Whoa, not plus 100. Another thing I'm going to start doing is keeping track of my favorite bets. So if I like something way more, then I'll put more money on it, obviously. So, and you guys will see that. Yeah, for sure. Show me after stream, and we'll get that set up. So, like, one thing also here, follow my Picket. I just saw someone follow me, so if you're looking for it, my Picket link is in chat, so you can see everything I bet. Actually, I have not linked my BetMGM account, but I will in just a second. I'll link that after stream. Yeah, never do, bro. Player points, like, I'm seeing player points 10 plus. You could take Jaden McDaniels, or what's his line? It's going to be skewed. But the last guy, I think I was looking at, yeah, Malik Monk, he was like minus 175, unless you went to go over 15 plus. But if you got him at 14.5, he was minus 130. So it's the same thing, and you're just getting scammed if you do it the wrong way on accident. So please don't get scammed like that. That would I can't believe they do that actually. It's legit a scam, and they hide the point over unders because they don't want you to bet on that. Obviously, it's so scummy. It's actually ridiculously scummy. Wow, I cannot believe that. Books are down bad for real. Line 13.5 minus 110. I'm actually getting the perfect value. I'm getting exactly what it says. That's crazy. This is so new to me. Okay, all of these bets are in. I will show them on my Picket once I link the account. So sorry that it's not there yet. Let me do this right now, actually. Cade or Giannis or both double-double. I wouldn't bet on Giannis, and I wouldn't bet on Cade double-double either. Him against the Nets head-to-head is not good. Yeah, I would definitely not bet that. Also, especially for those odds. I mean, Cade might be plus money. Giannis, probably not. Giannis might be plus money. Plus 130 maybe. Whatever it is, it's probably not worth it. Just based on his minutes recently. Okay, add. BetMGM. State, we are in Indiana. Okay, so these are all the plays I put in. They will pop up here shortly on Picket. I'm going to end stream for today. Call Italian, and he'll help me set up. These were incorrect. What? Why was this incorrect? Okay, well, I'll figure out why this doesn't work. Appreciate you guys for joining the stream. I will catch you guys later. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern. When's my exam?